Welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. We are here for TNA Slammiversary. It is Saturday evening, July 20th. Myself and Anika are going to take you through Slammiversary as we watch it live, give you live, real-time reactions and opinions on what's going on. How you doing?
I
I
like
feel like
this.
we were just here this morning.
It's been a busy almost 24 hours to say the least.
Let's see what's going on here. They're live in Montreal. Thought I was gonna have to. So I was watching the countdown on YouTube, and then it went off for a second, but then it came on with the warning, and now it seems to be coming on. So maybe the whole show is gonna be on YouTube. I was expecting to have to go try to find it somewhere, but
For free or no?
I don't. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Maybe they're just re-showing the countdown again. I'm not sure. Didn't feel like that. It feels like
Okay, one moment.
what? What are you watching?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
I will let you know when I'm watching it in a minute.
All right.
But you're on YouTube right now, and they're just showing the beginning.
I did think so. I mean, I didn't see the beginning of the countdown show, so I suppose they could be showing it again, but I don't think so. It feels like it's live. It says it's live. It's
So I'm about to find out right now if it's live or not. Okay, right now I'm on YouTube and I'm seeing a lady singing the Canadian national anthem.
and it looks live. That's what I'm saying. It looks like the live
Yeah,
beginning of Slammiversary. So that's why I'm saying I don't. You can buy it on Triller or watch it free on YouTube. That's why I'm a little like, is
right.
this actually? So it says the Dolores says the YouTube is no longer showing the pay-per-view, but then what are we watching?
Uh,
Is this, are they re-showing the countdown again? Because I didn't see the beginning, so I don't know if they started this over or not. I'm not sure what exactly we're watching here. It
so
still says countdown, but it feels like it made a transition.
like here comes a promo package. It says 3,000K watching, and it's a live chat too. So
I guess we'll see what ends up happening here in a minute, and if I have to switch, we'll switch. But
right,
so on the pre-show, we did have dum 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 dum. We had Tasha Steele defeat Fabi Apache, Giselle Shaw, and Zaya Brookside. We
two,
had
two,
Sheeta defeat Rich Swan.
understandable, understandable.
Yep. And we had Masha and Alicia Edwards defeat Danny Luna and Jody Threat to retain the TNA Knockout Women's titles. And Eric Young beat the returning Alexander Hammerstone. So
Aw, how you gonna have
he's
him
back.
return and he loses?
Well, that's what I would say. Especially to Eric Young, who's like, a 30-year veteran who doesn't need a win over a returning young guy that you want to push and probably make one of your bigger stars. I mean, I think Hammerstone's a superstar, so I'm a little,
Yeah. All right. So
maybe this is
it did.
just the countdown.
It did cut off for me. How much do y'all want me to pay to watch this?
Right.
If it's $5, I'll give the ghost. But if it's more than that, then no. Like, look, I'm trying to help you, help me, help us.
Trying to help you, help me, help us.
I'm trying to find the link. I didn't find the link.
Come on. Really? Ugh. Now my phone's being a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, just hang on. All right. So give us a minute, you guys. Yeah, nah, nobody's paying that, Dolores. I didn't pay for TNA when it had AJ Styles, Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels the first time. I for darn sure ain't paying it now. I was like,
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is gonna piss me off. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Hold on.
okay. hey, you guys, just hang tight. We will get this sold, and we will be watching this alongside with you. We're just, you know, exploring other options, getting other stuff, ready, all that good stuff, all that jazz. Okay. All right, just I didn't say, I just want to hit the button, and you is not making me. Dang! Yeah, I'm trying to get there, D, but it's not. Oh gosh, almighty, dag. Shoot.
Sorry about that. I was able to find the feed.
Okay, I'm still trying to find mine. They're trying to scare me to death, but I'm not. I'm not gonna buy it.
Dolores says, check your DM.
That's what's trying to scare me, but I can't do it.
All right, so Jeff Hardy is coming to the ring. So
What, you said Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be Matt Hardy, but I swear they just showed Jeff Hardy. Maybe my eyes were tripping. I don't know. I swear it's supposed to be Jeff Hardy, but I thought I saw. It's supposed to be Matt Hardy versus JDC. I swear I thought I saw Jeff Hardy. That's why I was like, oh no, it's Matt. I apologize. That's terrible on my part. For half a second, I don't know what was going on there, but it's Matt Hardy. So the show is opening with Matt Hardy versus JDC. Matt going out and meeting JDC before he can get to the ring.
Come on now, come on.
Matt Hardy yelling at JDC as he's got his head against the ring post. This should be a good TNA Slammiversary this year. The card looks good for the most part. There's a couple matches that this might be one of them. I do like Matt Hardy, but he's a little long in the tooth, so he's not the Matt Hardy he used to be. So I don't really know that much about JDC, so I have a whole lot invested in this match. But I always enjoy Matt Hardy. So, and there we go. My feed just went out. All right. Isn't that fun?
This is stupid. No, my feed keeps saying, "Oh, you have a virus. You need to get this program." I'm not getting it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. You just got to keep trying. I know that's what I have to do too.
Like, why would y'all do that? Anybody trying to get nothing from?
There's a poll up for this match. So if you go to YouTube, you can pick who you think's going to win this match. You can also let us know here in the chat, but we do appreciate it if you vote in the poll. Matt Hardy or JDC. Hassan's here. Hey, Hassan. Hassan says, hi, Ruby. Nice hair.
Thank you, darling. I love it too. I don't want to see nobody's booty. God. Nothing.
No, I know. It does the same thing to me too. Like, as soon as I try to click on the link, it gives me the stupid thing for the virus thing, and then you have to keep trying to keep. You have to play beat the clock. You have to get to the link for the show faster than the virus thing, and then the virus pops up. So it pisses me off. I'm always cussing at my phone.
Like, as long as it's not real, because I did go through that, and I did persevere. But I'm like, it's not real, is it? Because I don't need a new phone. Don't scare me like this.
I honestly, like, It's highly possible you could get it could mess up your phone, but I haven't had it happen yet, and I use my phone all the time. So,
I'm through. I got it.
all right,
All right, we are all together. Yay!
JDC's in control at the moment. Matt Hardy's trying to make his way back up. He is up to his feet. Yeah, sometimes I wonder how they decide what matches to put on like a pre-show, what matches to put on the main card. Because for me personally, I feel like Matt Hardy and JDC should be on the pre-show, and Kushida and Rich Swann should be on the main card. It feels like those two should be swapped to me, but maybe because it's Matt Hardy, I mean I don't know, but
It's perfectly understandable because yeah, like I've seen a little Fandango in TNA. I'm not saying he's not good, but yeah. I'm sorry, Dirty Dango.
Dirty Dango.
But yeah, Dirty Dango versus Matt Hardy. That's a
Yeah, I
hard
mean yeah, it feels like that's an open. That's a 0 hour match to me. So
sell. All right, Matt Hardy's in control. They just hurting people. Okay. Delete, 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 delete.
I mean, it's hard because almost every wrestler that you know well has had some stint at every company over the years, but it feels like you're watching Brazongo versus Matt Hardy. It's like the two WWE guys in a TNA ring. It's like, it's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at the same time, I mean, both of them have wrestled for multiple companies. It's not, I mean, and I, I mean, for Matt Hardy, I think WWE was probably his longest stint, but not for. I don't think it's been for Fandango or for Dirty Dango or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. So what is it? Why are they fighting? What did Dirty Dango do to Broken Matt Hardy?
I'll be totally honest with you. I haven't been watching the weekly show because it was down for a while, and I mean we were watching it. I was watching it every week because I was enjoying it, and we were doing under the radar, and then that kind of got swept aside for a little bit because of a number of things, and then whenever we made it changes, as a channel to do some other stuff, and so I didn't necessarily have to watch it, and when I did, it felt down, so I stopped watching it for a little bit. I've really only been watching the pay-per-view, so I honestly don't know exactly why. These two are in a feud, which is probably terrible as being a content creator and watching a watch long. I should know what's going on here, but at the same time, I don't know exactly what's going on here.
I do believe that he attacked Reb. What's his name? What's his wife's name? Reby.
Oh, Rebby? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think he did attack. I don't know why he did that, but I believe he did do that. So that warrants a buck whoop.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's your wife, right? So.
Dang, that was fast.
If you're not going to defend her, who is?
Who is?
Twisted Fate. And Matt Hardy picking him up again. He's going to go for another Twisted Fate?
Because the match is over. They already got 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I guess. Oh, is it? Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
You're right. So he's hitting these after the bell. Okay, this is just adding injury. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the. I guess I missed the actual 3 count. I thought the match was still going for a second.
Cause it happened so freaking fast. That match didn't last long at all.
It did not. It did not. It did not. So Matt Hardy gets the win over JDC or Dirty Dango or Breezongo or whatever you want to call him.
Did.
Right. Poll closed with no votes, so either no one was interested or it is what it is, I guess.
About these two whippersnappers?
Whippersnappers. I'll have that up for the meantime, and then we'll switch it out with whatever's up next. So, getting a TNA merch ad at the moment.
About all these cool shirts. About all these cool all these cool toys. Yeah.
Alicia Edwards with Zach, the former, not Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Moose, and Eddie Edwards.
What
The,
if we
the,
said?
the, the system. Sorry, the system. That's what they're called. That's what they call themselves.
Why does Alicia have what titles on her shoulder?
It's the Knockout Championship, or TNA Tag Team Knockout Championship. Sorry, her
Okay,
and Matcha are the. I was wondering. See, but what I don't know is what happened to Killer Kelly, because Matcha and Killer Kelly were MK Ultra, and they were champions for a while. They went back and forth with whatchamacallit, Rosemary and them. I forget the name of their tag team. Death, not Death Dolls. Something like, what was it called? What's the name of their? I forget what the name of their group was, but Rosemary and what's her name? The other one, Jessica. But I don't know how Alicia Edwards got teamed with Marcus Slamovich. That I don't know. But they're tag team champions, so
okay. Just tell me something. All right, cool.
they defended the belt on the pre-show.
Right. And I heard, and honestly, I didn't hear Alicia Edwards. I just heard girl team defeated girl team, and that's all I heard. I'm sorry.
Apparently, their tag team name is the Militia, like Masha and Alicia together to sound like militia. So the Militia. Okay.
Sure, we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
We'll let it slide. Oh. Let's see
Right.
what's coming up next.
This is a Canadian commentary team. We'll probably use your table to put someone through it.
That's right. We are in Canada. We're in the home of Mike Bailey,
What?
who's
Well,
wrestling for the X Division Championship.
this gonna be so freaking good.
It should be awesome.
Wait.
It looks like we're getting Mike Santana. I don't like calling him Mike Santana. I'm just going to call him Santana. Santana versus what? Jake something next, maybe.
That's that man's real name. Well, real TV name, Jake something. Really?
Right. The first time my friend said it to me, because I had never heard of the guy, he said Jake something is wrestling tonight. I said, "What? You don't remember his last name?" He said, "No, that's his last name." I said, "What do you?" It was like this whole little like back and forth. It was like a bad who's on first for like 10 seconds, and then I finally caught on that he was saying that's his last name, and I was like, "That's kind of dumb, but okay." It's grown on me. I like the guy. I think the name is still a little. I'm not a big fan of the name, but I like him as a wrestler. I think he's fun and enjoyable. So
We can do better. We can do better.
I think so. They're giving the match rundown right now. The Slammiversary song is Chocolate Face by West Side Gun featuring DJ Khaled. I have not heard the song yet. They're probably playing it, but my volume is down, so I don't know. But that's the theme song for Slammiversary today, this year.
Cool.
I'm not familiar with the song itself either. I mean, I've never heard it, so.
This is the first time I'm hearing of it. I am gonna hold you.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're getting the tag team match next. Looks like the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards versus ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay. Austin and Bay lost the titles with sacrifice. ABC won the last 4 matches. Okay. So this should be fun. 2 talented tag teams. I hope ABC gets the win. I don't like Brian Myers. I like Eddie Edwards, but I'm not a Brian Myers fan.
A, B, C.
I do like ABC a lot. I like Chris Bay. I mean, I like Ace Austin, but I really like Chris Bay.
They look decent enough. Like, all right, I see it.
Do you happen to know what's on Collision tonight at all? I'll probably go back and watch it later. Do you know what matches are on the show?
So I know the one match because we're all like when while the freaking you shimmer the freaking titles, it's gonna be the patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang for the trios title. And it's like then why the freaking do what was the point of all of this?
Yeah.
Like why
At
did
least
you
make it make sense. We don't ask for we do ask for a lot, but the minimum we ask for is for it to make sense.
like it was just so much. And it really was like
There's
the
a whole
best
lot of red, white, and blue coming to the ring right now. Holy smokes.
like and tell me if I'm wrong, but isn't that Eddie Edwards Canadian or is that just me?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I
In
thought he
fact,
was Canadian.
I don't think so. He used to be part of the American Wolves with Davey Richards, so I don't think so, but
They're
never. I'm
gonna
always surprised at who's Canadian, but I can't imagine he's. Well, if he's Canadian coming out here looking like that, and like if I was fellow Canadians, I'd be very offended at the moment. Like
I mean, you're a heel, so you gotta do your job. But yeah,
this is true. No, I don't think so. Let's see. I'll Google it and see,
okay.
just for kicks, because now I'm curious. Because I'm always surprised to find out who is and who isn't Canadian.
That part.
Eddie Edwards is an American professional wrestler. Let's see if they say where he's actually from. Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I should know that actually because that's part of like his storyline that he's. I think one of his moves is like the Boston Tea Party, if I'm not mistaken. I think that might be the name of his move, even so, or used to be. Some reason that rings a bell in my head now. Now that I read that, I remember that. So that he's
Oh, come on! I didn't mean it. Go back.
Hassan says he's picking the system. If you go to YouTube, the poll is up just so you guys can let us know who you think's going to win this match, the system or ABC.
Dad,
If you're
go
with us, we appreciate you choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch longs. We know you got a lot of options. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, hit the bell to be notified. In a little bit, I'll put up our little QR horsey code, which you can scan. It'll take you to the link tree. You can get to all our social medias from there. You can follow us and join us everywhere. If you're here in the live chat, watching with us, please chime in the live chat. Let us know what you think, what you got going on today, Saturday, if you had a good day. If you want to talk about something besides wrestling, anything's on the table. Let us know.
Why do I want volume? Dang it, man.
Let's see here. Sounds like Dolores may have listed.
Come on, don't do this to me.
Where did you? I don't know. Let's see.
Alright, I'm back.
Admin. All right. Let's see here. Why is this not moving?
You do nothing.
It's just even moving. Where is the up and down on this thing? Oh, okay, there we go. Where are you? Stop. Okay, come all the way down. Okay, so tonight on Collision is Darby Allin versus the Beast Mortos, Roderick Strong versus Tomohiro Ishii, which should be really good. Sheeta versus Sky Blue. Question marks versus hologram? Okay, I have no idea what that is. That sounds very bizarre. Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, and Bang Bang Gang versus the Patriarchy for the trios title. So, sounds like a good collision. I'm not sure what 3 question marks versus hologram is, but that sounds extremely bizarre. Needless to say, sounds like a decent collision. So
Yeah. I will not be ignored. Okay.
All right. Both men of the system are in right now, beating up on Chris Bay.
Oh God, baby girl.
So, Kurt Hawkins, I want to ask you a question. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, their WWE names.
Mm-hmm.
They I don't want to say they were WWE busts because I don't think they were busts. Kurt Hawkins was more of a bust than Zack Ryder. I think Zack Ryder was able to
Definitely.
get himself over a little bit here and there a couple times. He had the bro for a minute and that kind of stuff. He was a little warm for a minute.
Yeah.
Neither of them is what I would call successful. They were definitely mid-carders at best, and a couple of times probably both of them jobbers. In hindsight, now that they've broken away, you've got to imagine that they're happier, right? I mean, and I mean, even though it's not on a stage like WWE with a big company anymore, I mean, they're so much more successful, right? I mean, they're champions in different places and they've had a lot of
Yeah.
success, and it seems like they would be happier. What do you think? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
So the whole Zack Ryder, aka Matt Cardona, I think that one kind of hurt me. Well, that kind of hurt more than all the other ones because he did get over. He
Yeah,
was over. It did work, but we actively saw you bury him. Like you literally got the big red machine to push him off the freaking stage. And for what? Because you didn't like that people liked him? Like I thought the point was no matter like if they're over, sell the merch and get the money. So why I really didn't matter like so why did this offend you so much that he got over and he was now in a
yeah,
position for you to sell the merch and get the money?
yeah. No, it's weird. I mean, I don't. I imagine that they're much happier being at least successful on the indies, and at the same time, it must suck to, lose your job with the biggest wrestling company in the world and to
Yeah.
be kind of pushed out and never really get to fulfill what you think is your potential, or that they don't see, your skill and or potential. I mean, clearly they didn't see it for either of them. And I think Matt Cardona's ceiling is higher than Brian Myers. I don't think Brian Myers' ceiling is really that high, but Matt Cardona's been very successful on the independent scene. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. And to the point where Matt Cardona is actually lobbying to face John Cena in his last retirement year.
I did not know that. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah. He actually it was an interview. He shot the shot. Let's see if they can make it work or happen. Cause I wouldn't mind seeing that. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's just, why not? I mean, it's as good as anything else I can think of. I mean, at this point, and I said this before, I'm a huge John Cena guy, but at this point, I don't need to see any more John Cena matches. I just don't. So, and there isn't anybody in WWE that's active right now that I'm like, oh my God, I got to see him wrestle that John Cena. So, if there's nobody, it might as well be Matt Cardona. I mean, why not? There's nobody else that's like, moving the
Yeah.
needle for me. So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and that's no disrespect to John Cena because I like Cena. It's just at this point in my wrestling fandom and what he's able to do in the ring and all that kind of stuff, I don't know.
Oh no.
It just
All of that.
doesn't work for me anymore like that.
And I think about the people who came back and we were happy to see them again is because they left for a very nice amount of time. And they actually put people over. Like, no offense, but you keep coming back. And when you keep coming back, the matches are not worth you coming back for. Like John Cena, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, and that's part of it, is that there just isn't anything that I think is worth him coming back for. There just isn't. I mean, they don't. All of his big, opponent and feud guys, anybody that was like a huge major role in the Cena story ever is all retired and gone at this point. So like,
Yeah.
you're bringing two guys out of retirement for a match. It's like I don't want to see that, and I don't really want to see him wrestle anybody that's currently actively wrestling. There's no storyline there. I don't necessarily, not that I distrust him to do a storyline, but I just don't need to see Cena in a storyline like that. So like I don't know. It's gonna be weird to me to see how they do this. Like they're just going to put them in random matches with guys they want to see, or are they going to actually try to weave some sort of John Cena storyline so that the matches make sense for the next year? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do ultimately. They haven't done anything yet, so other than say he's on a farewell tour. So
it doesn't end at WrestleMania. It's the whole 2025 year. So it didn't end at WrestleMania, and probably will end at Survivor Series, maybe something after that.
Mhm.
The top two I can think of is they're gonna probably let him break Ric Flair's streak. Don't really care. Don't really want them to do that. And then him versus Randy Orton. They did that so many times it pissed me off, so I don't care about that either. All right, ABC trying to make a tag. He's reaching. He's reaching. Oh, he got it. Oh snap!
yeah, I don't need to see Orton and Cena again. That's for sure. And definitely don't need to see, for him to break Ric Flair's streak means he has to hold the belt again, and I really don't want to see that. I mean, I'm not interested in seeing him wrestle at all, let alone hold the title and have to defend it in big matches for a year. Like that's not, or however long it's going to be. Like and at this point, like I guess from a WWE perspective, both merchandise wise, I suppose, and just general. I know Cena has his warts and his demons, but I think as a general rule, people think of him as a better person than Ric Flair. So I guess WWE would rather have him be whatever than Ric Flair. But like, I don't know that it's necessary to have him beat Ric Flair's record at this point. I mean, Ric Flair's still one of the GOATs for all intents and purposes. And I don't think Cena ever reached those levels, even though he held the title a bunch and he was never on that Ric Flair level for me. Even when I thought Cena was going good and was one of my favorites, I never thought of him as like one of the best wrestlers in the world. I mean, he was always limited, always had his issues, and especially in the ring, he's athletic, but he's clunky. Like his movement isn't fluid even though he's athletic. It just, I don't know. His best stuff was always on the mic and his personality, right? That's my opinion. So
nope, totally agree. 100%.
all right. Oh, Ace Austin with the big disaster kick to Brian Myers, who is down in the middle of the ring.
Wait, I might be behind because it kept stopping.
Yeah, it kept stopping on my end too. I had to switch to a different speed.
Right. So
I'm hoping this one stays a little more stable. So,
like right now it's officially a disaster kick. So I don't want to touch it. Come on. All right, go to live.
Yeah, you don't want to touch it. You don't mess it up. That's right. You don't want to touch it. Both guys with the tag. Chris Bay comes in. Eddie Edwards comes in. Chris Bay is cleaning house at the moment.
This is the slow. So I'm there for the reach out time. Like this is the slowest reach out tag. Just hit
that. Dolores says Matt Cardona needs to heal first. So
what happened? Why he get hurt? Daggone it!
Yeah, I didn't realize that he was out hurt, but. Ooh, Chris Bay sent Eddie Edwards to the middle rope. Chris Bay with the drop kick through the ropes, the outside, and then skins the cat back into the ring, showing his athleticism. Chris Bay is going to fly. Oh, he went to fly, and Alicia Edwards came up on the apron on the other side and distracted him and interrupted him. Now Chris Bay going out after Alicia Edwards. He's running after her, and laying in wait is Eddie Edwards with the big chop to the chest of Chris Bay. Oh, try to push Chris Bay back in the ring. Chris Bay with the... It's not the same position as the 619, but the same movement where he held the ropes and swung his feet around and hit Eddie Edwards with both feet in the face.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's 619-esque.
Right? It's the only way I can describe it. It looks like a 619, but the guy is in a different position. Yeah.
A one-handed 619. Yes.
On the other side of the ropes. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Ace Austin just flying over the top rope and
What was that
landed on everybody.
beforehand? A blocked spear or something? Or
Yeah, I'm not sure what to call that either. I thought I wasn't totally sure exactly what it was either, but it looked cool. Big splash from Chris Bay. 1, 2. Oh, Eddie Edwards kicks out. I thought it was over.
It reminds you of what's the face? The old school football games, and they're like tackle, bang! That's what it looked like.
Right? That's funny. All right, Chris Bay and Eddie Edwards in the middle of the ring. Chris Bay trying to make the tag to Ace Austin. Brian Myers goes over and yanks him off the apron. Eddie Edwards, Chris Bay exchanging blows. Now Brian Myers in the ring. Chris Bay's in the ring alone with both guys. He's fighting them both off. What's he going to do here? Into the rope. Oh, it's too much. 2-on-1. They got him spear. 1, 2. Chris Bay kicks out. The poll ended. We had 2 votes. Better than 0 for the first one. And it was 50-50. One person voted for ABC and one person voted for the system. So
a tie. Okay. Tiebreaker, whoever wins the freaking match.
Right. Brian Myers up to the top rope.
I didn't even click nothing.
What did it do here? So Eddie Edwards has Chris Bay on his back, or tried to have him on his back. Okay. Chris Bay countered. Brian Myers still jumped off the top rope, and then Ace Austin kicked him in the face. Now it's ABC with the double team moves. Magic Killer. That's basically what that was. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. Holy sh! I did not see that. I thought it was over there for sure. Holy smokes.
Come on,
is that Brian Myers? Yeah, Brian Myers kicks out. At almost 3. Chris Bay with the tag to Ace Austin. We're going to get some more double team action, it looks like. Oh. Alicia Edwards is in the ring. Jumps in the way, stands in the middle in front of Brian Myers. So, oh shit, they missed that. Oh no.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
That was a botch. So they had Ace Austin in the corner. He put his hands down like this, right? In front of him. And Chris Bay ran towards him, put his foot, and they were going to flip Chris Bay over onto Eddie Edwards, right? And Alicia Edwards. But he didn't flip all the way over, and he didn't land right, and he barely hit Alicia. It didn't look right at all. It was definitely a botch. You'll see it at some point. If you don't see it, they'll show a clip on X or something. You'll see it somewhere, I'm sure. They'll show a replay of it at some point. I mean, would be my guess. But needless to say, ABC got the win. So they are new TNA World Tag Team Champions. Yay! ABC, Ace Austin, and Chris Bay. with the big win over the system to take those titles back from the system.
Yeah, my feet want to be a douche, so I gotta find a new one.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here white knuckling and hoping my feet doesn't have an issue as well. Just praying that as long as I don't touch it or mess with it, nobody calls, nobody texts or nothing. It'll be
Like,
fine.
I didn't even mess with it. That's the thing. I just being stupid.
Mike Bailey backstage for a little backstage interview here in his home country, competing for the X Division title against Mustafa Ali, which should be a really good match. Can I ask a dumb question?
Okay.
Why can't they just call Dana Brooke Ash? Why does she have to be Ash by Elegance? Is that not stupid? Like, first of all, what is elegance? Elegance means like you're elegant or beautiful, you're whatever. But by elegance would make it sounds like it's a brand by another brand. Like, it fucking sounds weird.
I think they're trying to make it stupider than like it's supposed to be yeah, it's supposed to be her being the spokesperson for perfume bottle, and like you said, they put stupid on it, so it's like it's Ash by Ella. Yeah,
That's stupid.
all right, I'm
Dolores
back.
says because her wrestling is ashy and no good.
Yep.
All right, it's time for Mike Santana versus Jake something.
Come on, Boo Bush.
Jake something making his way down to the ring.
Okay, cool. I'm on there as well.
All right, Anika is back.
Back in your groove. Right. And if I get and I have collision on my TV as well, so I'll give you updates on that as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. All right, next, Mike Santana coming through the ring. I'm sorry, coming through the crowd. He's pulling like TNA, and that would have been cool if they freaking had the light on the TNA sign. But we know who you're pointing at. It's fine.
Right? They kind of missed that moment a little bit there, but okay.
But just two lights, instead of one light, use two.
I miss Proud and Powerful. I miss Santana and Ortiz together.
Where is Ortiz? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ortiz in a minute. I feel like the last time I saw Ortiz was on a GCW show. I feel like I haven't seen him in a minute, and that was a couple months ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. Like I said, like in that situation, I think they were both right, but they just didn't handle it how it was supposed to be handled, which sucks.
Well, and it's unfortunate because I got the impression that they were good friends in real life, and now apparently maybe they're not. I mean, maybe this is actually a real life fallout where now they're not friends anymore. I mean, I don't know.
Like I said, professionally, I think they were both right. Where Santana was like, "We should be having more," and Ortiz is like, "But this is where we're at, and I'm pretty good with it." And it's like, I compare it to the Kofi Kingston situation. I was like, yes, we want more from him, but Kofi knew that it probably isn't going to happen. So why be mad about it more so?
Yeah. Dolores says Santana left and became a champ, and Indy Darling Ortiz is still at home looking.
No, sorry. What belt does Santana win that has prestige? Don't do that to Ortiz. No.
I know it's not allegedly. It's definitely not allegedly. It's definitely not allegedly. It's not allegedly, but still, that's like that's our Jimmy disclaimer. So I guess maybe the pause one would have been better.
No, I think that was perfect. That was perfect.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else.
Oh man, come on, come on, don't pause, don't pause from the boo. See, House of Glory. What the frick is House of Glory, Dolores?
It is an indie corporation, but yes, you're right. I mean, at this moment, Santana's definitely had more, but clearly Santana, that's the issue, right? Santana at the moment was more ambitious, wanted more, and Ortiz was okay with just doing what he was doing, which, I often think to myself, what's going on with guys that you don't see for a long time, or guys that don't get booked the right way, or are they okay? Are they not okay? And clearly this is one of those situations where it can be both ways. One guy wasn't and one guy was. And like you said, there's no right or wrong answer. Like one guy can want more for himself and the team, and the other guy can be fine with where they're at. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, sometimes, stuff just goes, people just have to go their different ways. What feels unfortunate to me is that it feels like it was almost a real life friendship fallout on top of it as well, which is disappointing. Like, I don't know if that's true, but that's how it feels like. I mean,
so
I don't know how close they were before. I don't know how close they are now. So I don't really know, but.
So according to CM, it went a little bit too far on Twitter, and that's where it got too personal. So and that's unfortunate. Wait, hold up. It's me. No, about me. I almost said it again. I'm done. You my ninja. I say that. Okay.
Santana off the top rope with the forward flip onto Jake something. I don't know what they call that. So when they do it backwards, it's a moonsault, but when you do it forward, what is it? Is it a senton? I mean, what is it? Do you know?
I gotta look. I gotta see. So back is the senton.
So what would you call what Santana just did to Jake something on the outside?
I did not see it, which sucks.
Okay. It was just like a basic front flip onto him. I mean, he was on the top rope, Jake was on the outside, and he just did one front flip kind of on top of him. Which, I mean, if he had done it backwards, you would have called it a moonsault. But forward, I guess it's a senton. If it's Jeff Hardy and the guy's laying in the ring, it's a swanton. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I just saw it. Swanton bomb. And if anyone's concerned about Collision, Darby Allin did beat the Beast.
Mortis.
Him. I am behind, so I'm gonna go to live to see what the freak I missed. All right, there you go.
Which is a decent win for Darby Allin and a good match for Mortos. Mortos has been fairly warm. He's had some big wins and has looked good recently and has been kind of on a little bit of a run. So, stepping up and having a bigger match with a bigger name star and a better wrestler in Darby Allin, stepping up his level. And so, yeah, not a surprise Darby got the win. I'm interested to see that match, though. I'll definitely watch Collision later.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you the results, or you just want to keep it? You'll be surprised.
You can tell me the results. I think it's pre-recorded anyhow, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I do want to know, even though I'm interested to see it, I do want to know. You got to tell me what the question mark versus the hologram is, because I have no idea. That's like an earworm in my head right now. It's all I can think about is like, what is that? What are they talking about?
Hologram.
Jake something is already. Jake something already good, and in the air is not one of them. Oh yes, as good at some things and being in the air is not one of them. I see what you're saying. Do you guys like Comic-Con Festival Showcase? I'm not totally sure exactly what that is. I mean, if you're asking if I like Comic-Con, I've never been to one, so I don't know. I read comic books here and there, and I used to a lot when I was a kid, but it's been a while since I bought a comic book. So, and I've never been to a Comic-Con, so I honestly couldn't tell you. But if there's an actual festival showcase or something that you're speaking of, a specific show, like one thing in particular, I haven't seen it. I don't know. So,
Like, so haven't been to one either, but it looked so much fun. But the only thing is it looks packed, and so like just the matter of the is what's the AC doing and how funky are people it's going to determine how much I'm going to enjoy myself or not.
yeah,
Cause yeah,
yeah, for sure, no doubt. Yeah, and I mean, I don't. It's it's weird to me. Like, I like shows and I like actors and actresses, or actors, whatever you want to call them, if you don't want to, whatever. But I'm not big for lining up to have to meet them or get an autograph. Or most of the time, anytime I personally met someone, the hero's not the right word. Someone I've watched or am aware of as a
you're a
celebrity,
fan.
I've always been disappointed with who they actually are as a person. The only one that I ever met that I thought was kind of okay, that came off okay, really, was the figure skater Brian Boitano. Me and my wife met him at the Bite of Oregon, which is like a cooking event. It's a huge cooking event, and he was there because at the time he had a cooking show on the Food Network. He was trying to branch into something else because his years of figure skating had been over, but he's still a celebrity. And he was the nicest guy. He took like 3 pictures with my wife, and she likes him a lot. So, nicest guy in the world. But otherwise, every other celebrity or person that I thought, well, that's kind of cool, they've all been jerks. Everyone I've met has always been a jerk. So,
So I told y'all my sister was a TSA agent, so she met a lot of people. What you call it when they were boarding the plane. Uh,
yeah.
Probably the one that she liked the most. Mike Epps. She said that was he was a very nice person. He was a cool dude. Seamus. She said Seamus was because he was actually and when he was in his little stint in Florida, he was very nice. And that is like it's not a surprise. I didn't see him as a you never know, but it is nice is to have on one side, oh you're not a douche, and the other side, oh you're a complete douche.
Yeah. Yeah, Dolores said no, Collision is live this week, so I guess it wasn't pre-recorded, so it doesn't matter, it's fine. And Dolores says, she says I'm into comics and just got a download from someone I know who makes them. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I like comics. There's periods of time in my life where like I've read them a lot and went out and bought them and been like on top of it for 6 months or a year, and then for whatever reason just like slipped off, and then time will go by, and before I know it, it's been a few years since I've even read one. So Dolores says my boy Slim Jim Longfoot is a great comic maker. He even draws the book, and he is a Georgia native. You can check out his work and reviews online. Definitely, if you send a link or if you post a link in the chat, for sure, I'll check it out and all that. I love the name Slim Jim Longfoot. Every time she says it, it gets me. So Drake Something and Mike Santana are still going at it. Jake Something attempting to powerbomb. Mike trying to counter. Oh, big sit-down powerbomb from Jake. 1, 2. Oh, Santana barely kicks out. That was almost 3. It almost looked like Santana waited just a hair too long, but
My feet won't let me be great, but I am back. As of right now, yeah, I got an elbow from Santana. He blocks Jake Something. He tried to do a cutter, didn't get it. Oh, he caught Jake Something on the shoulders and just a front slam, I guess.
yeah, I'm not sure if you're ahead or behind because I have Mike Santana just with a German suplex off the top rope on Jake Something. So
okay, I just saw so I saw a cannonball. 1, 2. It's like but I don't want to touch nothing.
Do we like comics? Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, over my life, I've definitely read a lot of comic books, and as a general rule, I do. I don't buy them or read them as much as I think I'd say I'd like to, but I enjoy comic books. What about you, Anika? Are you a comic book reader?
Comic books, no. Comic stories, yes. Like my love for X-Men came from the 90s animated show. Like
Right.
yeah, like people talk about the movies. Batman the animated series on WB might be the best Batman ever. Point blank period. And also Superman like those was premium after school watching programs.
Yeah, I always enjoy Batman the animated series. That's one of those things that's so subjective and it's hard to put a. Everyone has their own opinion on best Batman or the best Superman or the best whatever. And when there's so many to choose from, it's such a difficult thing to decide. But I like most of all of them. I mean, there've been a few Batmans here and there that I haven't really enjoyed, and some of the ones in the '90s and the early 2000s that got a little long in the tooth. The Arnold Schwarzenegger ones left a little to be desired. Some of the kind of off,
Yeah.
one off. The Val Kilmer one was with, but at the same time, for the most part, I still enjoy them all. I mean, it's still Batman. I'm always up for watching Batman. So
Right.
as long as Batman's on the screen, it's never too terrible. So Santana with the victory. We only had one vote in this pin, and they picked Jake something. So unfortunately, they were incorrect. But Santana got the win here.
Want to do it to a clothesline?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got far away. All right. And on Collision, real quick, Ray Phoenix defeated Tony Nese, and now FTR is back.
Ray Phoenix defeated Tony Nese. Interesting. That
Right?
could have been an interesting match. Yeah, I'm interested about this collision. That match wasn't on the card that Dolores posted for us, and
I was thinking that's the question mark versus hologram.
maybe so. Maybe. That's funny if it is.
But yeah, FTR is back, and they did an empowered speech about something.
About speech about something.
Probably about how much he loves wrestling, how much he loves his family. I'm gonna fight like heck, all that good stuff.
So Eric Young talking about beating Hammerstone earlier tonight in a little backstage promo segment for a second, and now we're back to Aiden English, Matthew Raywalt, sorry, and Tom Phillips, both former WWE announcers.
Man.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Aiden English never actually announced for WWE. I don't think. I think he just wrestled.
Well, he announced.
Did he announce?
Well, he was Rusev.
He was Rusev's mouthpiece. You're right. He was the happy Rusev Day guy and kind of intro guy, but I'm trying to think if he ever actually sat at the commentary desk for other matches at any point in time, like he does now. I don't know that I remember that, but
I don't think so though.
I'm not sure exactly what a Persona. Hassan says I like Archie comics, Sonic comic books, and Persona comics. Not exactly sure if Persona is like a brand like Image or DC or Marvel, or if those are like a type of more character driven. I'm not sure what Persona means, but I mean, I always enjoyed a good Archie comic. I've never read a Sonic comic, so I couldn't comment on that. But
well, Persona, I wonder if that's like because they did the Archie show, the dark version on CW, right?
Riverdale.
So I wonder if they did that into a comic book. That would be, if I'm right, that would be cool.
Great show, by the way. Riverdale was a great show.
Man, I'm pretty sure that's why Mark didn't join Kelly for the freaking her freaking show. Like, baby, I'm doing Riverdale. I got like a couple more after it's over. That's when I'm gonna come be your co-host. So don't choose anybody permanent until I get back. I'm pretty until I'm done.
Excuse me. I'm trying to talk, and every time I try to talk, I cough again. I feel like the cough is stopped, and then I go to talk, and I cough again. The No Quarter Catch crew. We'll just give it a little promo here. So they've made the crossover from NXT for the night because they have a match tonight.
I did. Come on, darling.
Against the Rascals. I think it seems to be the match we're going to get next, but we will find out.
Anybody who's watching Collision, it is Ishii versus Roderick Strong right now. That's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun match.
I'm so glad they're having Ishii for the summer. Like, this is probably the best thing ever.
Yeah, and it's right now. Dolores can comment on this as our, especially in-house at the moment, but resident and New Japan, I guess, expert for all intents and purposes. The G1 is currently going live right now. So if Ishii is wrestling currently live on Collision, that means he must not be part of the G1, which is interesting because I feel like he's been in the G1 every year that I can remember. I mean, I've only watched it 5 or 6 years, but every year I've watched him, he's been in it. So maybe Dolores can tell us why he's not in it and confirm that he is indeed not in it. Because interesting. So we've got the Rascals coming down now. No Quarter Catch crew's already in the ring. Charlie Dempsey, Tavian Heights, and Miles Bourne. I guess I didn't realize that Tavian Heights was technically a member of the No Quarter Catch crew, but maybe he is now? I'm not sure.
Probably since old boy swim with the fishes, probably.
Damon Kemp is gone, yeah.
Damon Kemp. All right,
Gable Stephenson's brother, right? Hassan's vote for the Rascals.
Come on, let me see it. Let me see.
Speaking of Gable Steveson, is he ever coming?
Oh, thank God. No, they let him go.
Oh, yeah. Did they? Oh, I didn't see that.
That was before. Yeah, that was before David Kent left. And honestly, when it was a silent go away, but it really was like, sir, you are not meant for this. We thank you for trying, but you are not meant for this, sir.
Yeah, okay. Dolores says no Ishii this year in the G1. She did say Naito, Umino, Shingo, Sonata, Great Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., Gabe Kidd, Evil, Jake Lee, Callan Newman in Block A, Block B, Goto, El Phantasmo, Yoda Tsuji, Yuya, Jeff Cobb, Hanare, David Finley, Ren, Narita, Takeshita, and Bolton Miller. Takeshita's taking part this year. Cool. Takeshita's in the G1. That should be fun. I don't think he's been in the G1 before. Dolores can confirm that. Maybe he was in it last year, but he's only been here for that I remember. I mean, I've only seen him wrestling for a few years, so I don't remember seeing him before. But maybe I just missed him. Back from this morning, he was with us this morning on Winter Circle CWM. Depending on what it is, yeah, as long as it's like we said earlier this morning, legitimate news stories. We're happy to keep up with what's going on.
All right. Side note: the Rascals dressing up as Buzz Lightyear is my heart song right now. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I really like Charlie Dempsey. I want so much for him to get over and have, I don't know, but he's struggling. I'm not sure. There's a disconnect somewhere. He's not the greatest talker. I think that might be a big part of it. He's kind of bland, doesn't have a whole lot of personality.
I don't know, I don't want to put too much stank on it, but I feel like once his dad can be on television, I think that actually kick it up for him. His dad Regal.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wish they would just lean into the fact that his dad's William Regal and just either put him on TV with Regal or let him at least, I don't know, not act like him per se, but just lean into it. I think it would help his character. But
So, like, with that, there are cons to that. Like, if you're not your daddy,
you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, am I? Oh,
yeah.
A little. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So, like, if you're not as good as your daddy, I would definitely like no, let's not, like. And then sometimes I think it's better to reveal, oh, that's your dad. I see the resemblance is more so like, oh, you're his kid and you ain't doing nothing. Okay.
Poor kid. He could never live up to his dad.
Like, now you look just like your kid. I mean, you look like your dad. But if you look like your dad in the wrestling world, let's see how good I am before I take your name.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know because I don't have a famous father or mother, so I can't comment on it, who I followed into an industry. But it's got to be interesting. But it always amazes me. Like, I don't think personally I would have a problem, like, following in my father's footsteps or being my father's kid or and don't get me wrong, it is what it is. But The Rock has been quoted several times as saying, I didn't want to be Rocky Maivia. I wanted to be my own person. I didn't want to be necessarily connected that much to my grandfather and my dad that directly. I wanted to stand on my own. And that's something a lot of people have said over the years, not just him. A lot of second, generation wrestlers, a lot, or athletes, or just, even people whose parents were actors or actresses or musicians or whatever. I just find it weird. I guess it is what it is, and I can't comment because I don't have a famous parent, but I wouldn't think I would have any problem treading on their name. Like, what do I care? My parents don't have anything, and I'm happy to tread on what little bit they do have. So, like,
it really depends on. I think it really depends on how good you are. Like Michael Douglas. Like his dad was the bomb, but I think we can all agree Michael Douglas might be just being just a teeny bit better. Not a whole lot, but just a teeny bit enough to be like, yeah, I'm Junior. Yeah, we're related. Yeah, I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Like that pressure that like no offense to, but I don't want to bring his name up, but Mr. Perfect's son, it is like and you don't look like him. So you really didn't have to tell us you're Mr. Perfect's son.
That's messed up. I get what you're saying, but yeah, I mean, I get it. I always felt bad for Curtis Axel, or I always felt bad for him because, I mean, when your dad is Mr. Perfect and then you're never, it's definitely got to be hard when you're not especially when your dad is, considered one, for all intents and purposes, one of the better wrestlers of all time. So it's tough. I mean, it's like being the son of a Michael Jordan and trying to be a basketball player, or the son of LeBron James it's like, now, perfect example, Bronny James, who's now been drafted into the NBA, is on the Lakers with his dad. We'll see what happens. I mean, he's clearly not his dad, but we'll see what ends up happening. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. The whole thing is weird.
Like, I think we were saying this earlier. Everyone just wants a chance to do what they love, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you love it, I think you can reach those heights if you work hard and you love it. But sometimes some people just like it, like, hey, I don't know. Some people just do that where it's like, hey, I don't know what to do, so we're just gonna do what Daddy does and see how it works. And if you're rich enough, you have that privilege to do that also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, either you sink or you swim.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always interesting to me, and maybe it is a personal preference from the next generation, but it's always interesting to me, especially in wrestling, when they deliberately act like people aren't related, or someone isn't someone's son, or they try not deny it, but go out of their way to pretend like they're not, and clearly never, state that they are, all those kind of things. So, like Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher is a perfect example. Like
I was thinking
Grandmaster
about the
Sexy and Jerry Lawler. Like, I mean, if you know, but they never mentioned it at all. Not until I think there were a couple times that it got mentioned or whatever. But like, it was one of those badly hidden secrets. But I wonder why at times they choose to do. Like, I wonder if it was Grandmaster Sexy didn't like, he wanted to be on his own, so he didn't want to be associated, or somehow they decided they didn't want to associate them. Like,
I do
it's a
think it
weird
worked.
situation.
Like I do think for that it worked because I didn't know. I had no
Yeah.
clue until they did that stood behind. I think it was Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole, and they brought him out. I was like, "Oh, that's your son." Oh, that makes sense because you're a bad guy, but you kept cheering him for some. You kept cheering him for whatever reason. Oh, okay. So I guess it is more so confident in how in your abilities of okay, I think I'm actually pretty good at this, and also what's the face? Uh, how much would that? How much leeway will that give you? Like,
Yeah.
is,
Right.
is us using your name gonna hurt your career or actually help your career?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Grandmaster Sexy, had or Brian Christopher, which is the name he wrestled by for the most part, had an okay career. Would it have been better if he had been, if they had let him? I don't know what his actual birth name is, but if they had let him be Jerry Lawler's son and have that credit for being Jerry, I don't know. I mean, Jerry Lawler's pretty popular, pretty over. I mean, was Grandmaster Sexy ever as good a wrestler? Probably not. So maybe that's part of the issue. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those Curtis Axel things where he's not his dad. Although, to be fair, Jerry Lawler wasn't Mr. Perfect either. I mean, Mr. Perfect would have ran circles around Jerry Lawler too. So I mean,
Yeah,
it is what it's not like Brian Christopher had as much to live up to. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just weird to me how they decide, especially WWE, who to acknowledge and who not to acknowledge. A lot of times
yeah.
as being second generation wrestlers or not. Or they'll say stuff like, "Oh, he's a second generation wrestler," but never mention who the
The first
first
generation.
generation is.
Yeah,
Like, how are you gonna tell me he's somebody's son, but never tell me whose son he is? Like,
yeah.
what kind of shit is that? Or then you do dumb stuff like you give him the name Braun Breaker. Everyone knows he's fucking Steiner's son, and then you use stupid things like, "Oh, he's a dog-faced gremlin." Like, if you're gonna hint about it, just fucking give him the name. Like, how stupid are we? Like this is really dumb. Like that to me feels really stupid.
Now on that, I think that was some petty business crap because I think because like how WWE feels about names and trying to get the rights to it, right? So I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you don't really know, don't say anything. Like they're trying to get the Steiner name, like the rights to the Steiner name, and they probably were like, no. And they're like, fine, you be Braun Breaker. He's like, all right, bet. You can't tell these people that. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, sorry. I forgot what trick I'm watching. Wait, okay, hold up. All right, so let me focus on what we're talking about. But yeah, he's like, all right, bet. People are gonna still know that I'm his nephew, so sure. And I think NXT, that's why I love Shawn Michaels. He's like, we don't care about this name crap. You are his nephew, so we're just gonna keep saying it. And everybody's like, the big bad booty nephew and Steiner Mouth. They all were like,
right? Yeah.
So it's like that is. I think HBK was like, nope, that's a mismatch. That ain't got nothing to do with you. We're still gonna make you Scott Steiner's nephew. What I was excited about, I forgot this was Collision and not TNA. Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly came. I'm like, wait, are they on TNA? No, I'm sorry, this is Collision. My bad. I did get confused. I got confused. I'm back on it.
So they're a new faction. Am I not mistaken? Right? We've got O'Reilly. The other name you just said. God, my memory is terrible. You literally just said it.
Mark Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe, Ishii, and Orange Cassidy. Is that right? The four of them, they're now a faction, right?
They're now officially called the Conglomeration. Yeah. I think it, like, Mark Briscoe said it, the word of the day. They just ran with it, and yeah.
It's really unfortunate because I absolutely love three of the four of them, and I wouldn't say that I actively dislike Orange Cassidy as much as I did before, but I still don't like him. So, and I want to root for that faction, but just Orange Cassidy, I just can't do it. I just oh man.
All right, so back to this match.
Still going on here.
Two of the No Quarter Catch crew had them in, had the Rascals in, in little headlocks or submission moves, but they broke up. But thankfully, old boy broke them up. Okay. So Collision. I think I know what Hologram versus. Okay, this man's name is actually Hologram.
Oh, nice.
It's a new person. I don't know if you saw, like, they were kind of hyping them up, but not. Like, after Rampage and Dynamite, it like this Voltron Matrix can do. There's like a luchador. That's literally how I can describe it any better. He's a luchador, but he looked like a mix between Axiom and Buzz Lightyear, basically. No offense. So he's a debuting wrestler, and the person he's going against is Gringo Loco.
Okay.
So that's Hologram versus question mark.
Even more reason to go back and watch this episode. I love Gringo Loco, so that's my dude. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 back in TNA. It looks like the Rascals just got the pin. It looks like Zachary Wentz pinned Tavian Heights. That match was better than I expected it to be. I mean, let me reframe. I love the Rascals. They're high quality. They always have good matches. No Quarter Catch crew. I like them all individually. They just haven't been great as a group. So, like, I wasn't expecting necessarily a whole lot from this match, but they definitely did well.
Like, there's no mission statement. Like, why are y'all together? Like, why are y'all why am I supposed to be behind you?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. All right, moving along. It looks like we're going to get AJ Francis versus PCO next.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I like AJ Francis, but I don't like PCO. So, and PCO has had bad matches in the past, in my opinion. This could be a train wreck. I mean, it could be good. It could be a train wreck.
All right, you're showing a promo of how this came to be.
Mm-hmm.
And this used to be Indy Hartwell's best friend. I forget what her name is on the Indies. Is it Stephanie something?
Yeah, what I'm drawing a blank on what it is. I can't remember. Geez Louise. I know this and then drawing a blank on what it is. But yes, you're right.
But she's doing great. She actually, I know she used to partner with Matt Cardona.
Yeah, Steph DeLander.
Oh, what the frick? Steph. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's why. How do you compare? Oh my god!
Poll
I watched
ended.
the
We have one
promo.
vote for the Rascals. They were right. Yep.
Yay. I'm watching the promo for this match, and just put Stephanie through a table for whatever reason. I mean, dang!
Right. Hold on for 1 second.
Okay. And my stuff is like, we will watch this with y'all. We will. We will be great.
Poll is now up for AJ Francis versus PCO. So please go over to YouTube and let us know who you think's going to win. Jump on that poll.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Like the AJ Francis big villain. Oh gosh.
What was Top Dollar? I was trying to remember what his name was in WWE. I was drawing a blank for a minute. Top Dollar.
Yeah. And Rich Swann is, I guess he got cleaned up because now old boy's in a nice little white suit accompanying AJ Francis.
After having his match earlier tonight against Kushida on the 0 hour. Dolores says it's time to grab a bite, go to the bathroom, and take a nap. Clearly, that tells you what she thinks of the PCO of this PCO AJ Francis match. So
you know what? I have to pee, but I will hold it for this match. Thank you very much. I will not disrespect AJ Francis in that way. Maybe PCO, but not AJ Francis.
AJ gonna talk for a minute?
I guess. It says we can't hear it. We can't hear nothing.
Right. I do. You know, another thing I find interesting is like almost every wrestler is guilty at some point of having what I call a botch at some point in a match.
Yeah.
Some people's botches last forever. They just fall on them like an anvil and they can't get it off. Like it's like a weight that they can never shake, right? Titus falling on his way to the ring. And I think for AJ Francis, when he tried to go over that top rope and hit that top rope with his foot, and that looked so bad, he can't get it off of him. Like, no matter what he does, he's always going to be the guy that had that botch. Like, it's unfair, but that's how it's going to be. Like, or how it feels at least.
So the thing about it is, right, if he has never attempted to do that,
he says, I've seen AJ on the indies and he's not doo-doo.
What we not gonna do? What we not gonna do? I ignore you and not comment. But back to what you were saying. Like if you have never practiced that move, then that's on you, right? Because I really don't see him doing that move the first time ever, and that is on national TV. So in that case, it does suck. But for me, I would just say you got to do it again. You got to overcome your fear, and you got to do the move again. That's the only way to get over that move. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree.
Now, I do think he had I do think he's, TNA and Indies. I think he did kind of overcome that moment. You can tell he kind of still wants to go back to WWE, but I'm not sure, like you said, how and not be the person who botched the move. But it's possible, you know?
Yeah, I guess some botches are just so, like, I don't know, they seem so egregious that maybe they just are never forgotten, but it feels bad to kind of saddle somebody with one bad move. Like, at the same time, he hasn't really done anything great either to necessarily turn it around either. It's not that he's been bad. He's been fine in TNA. It's not that he's been bad at all, but.
Bless you.
What's up, Blue? It was a cough, actually, but thank you. Blue is here. Thanks for joining, Blue, as always. Yeah, I mean, it's been a decent show so far. It's not over, so you still got time. In fact, we're about an hour and a half in, so I guess we're about halfway through probably. So my guess is it should be over by 8 o'clock my time, or 8 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock your time. So
What in the voodoo daddy foolishness is going on here?
What is going on here? I was wondering the same thing. We've got some weird backstage stuff going on here.
Like the dude from freaking Prince and the Frog. Is that a freaking coffin?
He's opened a coffin that says "Do not enter," and now he's gonna climb into it. It appears, or he's pulling something out. Oh, is this? This is PCO? It's PCO coming back from the dead
again.
I guess. Yeah. See, they're about to put the jumper cables on Frankenstein and bring him back to life again. So
I'm like, have you asked
there you go. You see it.
Have y'all asked this man if he want to come back to life? Like maybe he just want to be. Maybe he needs a break.
That's funny. Dolores says it's a crazy mess.
Yeah, that's what this is in a nutshell, honestly.
Now they're putting something. Oh, they're putting that metal collar thingy wears her. Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, PCO. Go ahead.
You've got a big enough roster and enough guys that you don't need a PCO. I don't understand why TNA still gives him a place to wrestle at this point. Like,
is he over with the fans? Like, I see the crackheads allegedly right now getting hyped up over PCO coming back ringside, but
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I think he is, but he, I don't know. I think he's over with some of the crowd. AJ Francis with a chair started it off. I don't think the bell rang, but maybe it did.
Oh, right. I don't. Well, the ref acting like he's nonchalantly just looking. Is this a DQ match? A no DQ match?
It's for the title that AJ has. I think he has the the digital media title, international heavyweight. Yeah, the digital media title.
Okay, Cannonball Suicida.
A sign in the crowd says, "If AJ wins, we riot." I think is what it said.
That's what it says. But hey, prepare yourself.
PCO up to the top rope with the swanton onto AJ on the apron.
Like, it's PCO
it's Montreal.
It's Montreal what?
Montreal street fight.
Okay. It's PCO from Canada? Cause like what warrants?
Yes.
Yes. What warrants? Okay. Like, what warrants you making that sign? If AJ wins, we riot.
He's French Canadian, so yes.
Okay. And so all the too big to be doing freaking backflips.
Blue says, I respect PCO, but I hate watching his matches, and AJ ain't shit. So. Everyone seems to think this is definitely going to be the down match of the show. So, PCO going for a table. Rich Swann helping AJ Francis by attacking PCO from the back. PCO is no selling it. Turning around, points at Rich Swann and is about to attack Rich Swann, it looks like. But AJ's getting up to his feet. I assume AJ comes in and intercepts PCO before PCO can attack Rich Swann.
All right, now Rick Swan's helping AJ set up the table.
We can't with you, Blue. I don't even know why I post them. I shouldn't give you the forum to say it, but
You should. You should.
Dolores says, Rich Swan, I feel for you, my boy. Having to be teamed up with AJ Francis, having to be involved in the PCO mess, all that stuff. In short, that's what she's talking about.
He fixed Kushida earlier tonight. He is fine.
There is that. To be fair, it was on the pre-show, though.
That's a TNA problem. That's not a him problem.
That's true. And I suppose the pre-show is better than not on the show at all. I mean, there's, a number of TNA people that are not going to be on the show at all just because you can only have so many people on, right? So better to be on than not on. I'd rather be on the 0 hour than not on at all. So
yeah.
AJ hitting PCO with the garbage can.
Oh, just saw it.
AJ throwing a garbage can into the ring. Now Rich Swan's over helping AJ pull stuff out from under the ring and throw it in to the ring. AJ back in the ring, stalking PCO, whips him into the corner.
I am kind of watching both shows.
Yeah. What's going on in Collision?
Thunder Rosa versus John Parada in a Lumberjill match.
Interesting.
Right? I just saw Maria Shafir. I'm like, I haven't seen half of these chicks in a minute. Oh, shoot.
Yep, Dolores summed it up perfect right here. AJ and PCO on the main show, while Masha, Rich Swan, Hammerstone, Eric Young was on the pre-show. Make it make sense. I agree. I couldn't agree more. This match should be on the pre-show for sure.
I won't not agree with that. Well, I don't know what he posted. Like, I know he just said. I know he just saw. And I didn't even know what that was supposed to be. Like, was he post? Because PCO was not on the outside. So what was AJ trying to do outside? I don't know.
I missed it. I was looking at the comments on the screen, so I totally missed it. But
like, I think he was trying to dodge PCO. He went over the top rope, basically. Oh shoot!
AJ's got the garbage can on the head of PCO. Now he's got a chair, and he's just laying waste to the garbage can, which is on PCO's head. PCO has just sat up, kind of Undertaker style, although not quite as like alert, but
right,
like it can't be kept down. AJ with another chair shot.
They're going, just going to town on this man's back. Dang.
And another one. Now he's got the chair on PCO's throat. Dolores is definitely not happy. She says, Lord, this is a train wreck. Shouldn't be on nobody's show. Please let's stop bringing AJ or bigging AJ. He trash. Trash is a harsh word. I've seen him be what I thought was okay at times. He's not looking very good here tonight. I've got to admit, this match is terrible. I can't lie. This is really bad.
Well, he's going against PCO. So I'm not gonna blame Jane. I'm not gonna blame AJ Francis for this.
AJ trying to put PCO through a couple tables on the outside. He's got him up on his shoulders. PCO fighting out with some elbows, countering.
Because what is the plan, sir?
AJ throws PCO to the corner. PCO follows him in. PCO gets his foot up to counter. Clothesline from PCO. Another one. AJ still on his feet. AJ misses with the clothesline. PCO hits with the big clothesline, and AJ is down. It's still better than that Sid versus Sean.
Exactly. Exactly. At least it's entertaining. I ain't falling asleep on it.
He looks like this every match. Watch his indie work because I'm making excuses to LW. You saw him in LW. He's trash.
Ha! No, I did it. So I don't know how much he's trash.
Oh, that's funny. No, she's calling me out. I mean, I did see him in MLW, and I mean, let me just say this. There have been moments where I thought he looked like he had some potential, but tonight he's looking very bad. Let's put it that way. How's that? I was clearly wrong before in my assessment. Maybe he does not have any potential.
But again, he's going against PCO though.
That's true. This is true. Oh man. Oh, PCO just dropped AJ through 2 tables ringside. AJ taking the bump.
I guess that's what my boy Blue was talking about, because the whole and then your hands are just out and like, it's not bad though. It's not bad.
That's funny. PCO over. He's tying his shoe. What the fuck is he doing? He's doing something before he. Oh, somebody's here. Who's that?
Well, that's AJ Francis' crew. They talking amongst each other, and now I guess it's just like, you know what, AJ needs help, so we're gonna officially help him out. I don't know why I had to take a jacket off to do this, but okay.
Some big chair shots.
Almost
dude.
See, almost a freaking chair because you're trying to be too hyped up. Calm your behind down.
So he's put 2 chairs back to back. He's going to drop PCO on both those chairs, it looks like. He's got PCO up. And PCO down. Oh, his back right on the top edge of the 2 chairs together. Holy smokes.
Shoot, sir.
Right?
I get it. It's your time to shine, baby. But you need you to do it properly, though.
Oh, here comes Sami Callihan. Try to help PCO. Or to. Dolores is on it.
Again, Dolores, that's not AJ Francis' fault. That's PCO's fault.
Dolores says he didn't get thrown. He flopped on the tables. 2 seconds later, he unalived that man. No more PCO.
Oh my gosh.
No more PCO. Now Rich Swann is in the ring with Sami Callihan, and Rich Swann has a baseball bat. Looks like he's about to smack. And here comes Rhino! Gore! The War Machine is back.
Hey, boo-boo.
To attack Rich Swann.
Best spear in the business. That's my opinion.
Ooh, that's a salty take.
Really? Okay. Him doing it now isn't like when he was first when he first did it, but when he first came out, yes, the best spear, point blank, period.
There's so many people that have done it in different times. It's still a good spear for sure. I've never been a Rhino fan, but it's a good spear. I know. I don't. There's no rhyme or reason to why I like some guys and I don't like others. It is what it is. Some guys I don't know.
Thank you, Blue. Yes, that is the reason why it's not called a spirit. It's the reason why it's called a gore, because it's just hits different.
Gore says, now Rhino, you in this? Leave, Faith. Leave. Save Faith.
I'll say this. How long has this match been going on though?
Way too long. Way too long. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this match at all, 5 minutes max. This has already been way too long. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a street fight or not. This has been way too long. I don't care if it's for a title. I don't care what it is. This match has been way too long. This should have been on 0 hour, and it should have been like 5 minutes max. Tombstone pile driver from AJ Francis to PCO. Now he's going to put the arms over PCO like the Undertaker with the tongue out. 1, 2, but PCO kicked out, really. So PCO kicks out, and now the match is going to fucking continue. Let's end this already. Jesus.
And why are we taunting the Undertaker? Like, what are
right?
we doing?
AJ Francis looked to get him up for a choke slam. He went for it. PCO counters. PCO got AJ up for a choke slam. Oh, choke slammed him onto a bunch of chairs. PCO going up to the top rope. Moonsault. He hits the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. PCO has beat AJ from. PCO is your new TNA Digital Media Champion.
Interesting. Cool.
Oh,
cool.
and international heavyweight champion. I guess there's 2 belts technically. So.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Blue says finally. Dolores says finally the fire department has saved us.
Okay, I made my point. I'm gonna go pee.
All right. Well, Anika takes a quick little break, and Slammiversary clears up the mess in the ring that was the disaster that was PCO versus AJ Francis. You now have a new digital media and international world heavyweight champion in PCO. Please, if you're with us, we appreciate you choosing Workhorse Wrestling Network for your watch along. We know you got a lot of options, so we do really appreciate you being here with us. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. It helps a lot. Hit the bell to be notified. Every time we drop new content, that's the best way to make sure that you see everything that we put out. Our current schedule is every Sunday. We have Enter the Square Circle, which is myself and Sammy Joe playing WWE 2K and fighting it out on there. On Mondays, we have Dolores and Jay News doing Seeing Stars, where they talk about everything in the world of indie wrestling and all the up and coming stars. They like to put a spotlight on new stars for us, new or established stars that just deserve some attention. And then we're always live Tuesday night for the Cookout, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, where we talk about everything that's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. We're back. We're live Friday. We're live every Friday night for Friday Night Fights. Anika and Sammy Joe watch SmackDown and Rampage, give you real-time responses and reactions and opinions to what's going on in those shows. Saturday morning, we have our new Winner's Circle, where myself, Sammy Joe, and Anika review Raw, NXT, and Dynamite from the week before and pick a winner of the 3 shows. And then we are usually live on Saturday nights for Saturday Night is All Right, where we watch Collision. The Collision Watch Along is on hold or hiatus until September 1st. That will be back September 1st. In the meantime, on Saturday nights, we will do pay-per-views if they're on, such as tonight, and we're here. So again, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Blue says, I can't always be right. Glad I wasn't this time. Dolores says, why Steph dressed like the Addams family? Damn, she gonna go out past. And did she propose to him with a butt plug? I honestly didn't see the ring, but holy smokes. That would not surprise me. That is a very strange and bizarre relationship. So Needless to say, Steph Lander did propose, apparently, to PCO in the ring after the match. So, and it looks like they are getting married. So, obviously, kayfabe. But we'll see. God, I don't even know. That wedding, if they do it on TNA, on TV, is going to be a train wreck. It should be one of those things you can't, like a train wreck, can't look away from. So, I might have to watch that to see that wedding. Dolores says, here comes Ash by Elegance. So it sounds like Dolores seems to think, due to the video package, which would make sense, that our next match is going to be Jordan Grace versus Ash by Elegance. When I looked at this card, this was honestly the match I felt was the most predictable, had the least potential chance for upset. I mean, I'm not even sure I give Ash a 5% chance or 10% chance. I mean, 5 is being generous. I think Jordan Grace is basically 100% a lock to win this match. That would be my guess here. I'll be very surprised. I mean, shocked if Ash wins here. I don't see that happening at all. So, Blue is of course rooting for Ash. He says, "Come on, baby, let's go, Ash." Ash by Elegance, formerly WWE Dana Brooke. Coming out in is that green? Like a green ballroom gown that opens at the front, and she's got it wide open so you can see her Speedo trunks, or a Timu Tony. Dolores just called her a Timu Tony. All right. That is hysterical. Mostly because it's true. Ash making her way into the ring. Taking off the gown to reveal her top and bottom wrestling bikini wear outfit for the night. And she's not ugly. I mean, I am not a Dana Brooke fan in any way, shape, or form, but she's not ugly. Blue says, will it be a victory for Ash by Elegance, or will she have to change her name to Ash takes L's again? Find out next on Dragon Balls. That's hysterical. Here comes the juggernaut, Jordan Grace, your TNA Women's Knockout, or TNA Knockouts World Champion. I guess I don't have to preface it by women. He said knockout, it implies the women's division. So it'll be interesting to see when Julia and Stephanie finally come to NXT, if Jordan will come again, if we're going to get some sort of crossover with those guys. It'll be interesting to see. Since Jordan Grace has obviously been on NXT before, it wouldn't seem like it's a big deal to have her on again. And I would love to see her wrestle either of them separately in singles matches or in a triple threat. That would be a lot of fun. Dolores says, Dana not ugly. She spent her money very well, like Natty. Yeah, that's probably fair. All right, now that you're back, I gotta step away for 1 sec. I'll be back.
All right, cool. What's up, Workhorse fam? We're getting the women's TNA Knockout Championship match. Somehow Ashy got this title match. So Jordan Grace tweeted that if you don't like spoilers, watch this live. I'm going to sue her for the main event and for her match. And so I am kind of expecting someone big to show up right here. Don't know who, don't know what, but I am expecting something big. All right, and of course, Ashley's to the one the TNA ring announcer to announce her. She has her own ring announcer.
Let me ask you a question because I don't remember. I'm sure you remember. During this timeless Tony Storm title run, she beat Thunder Rosa at one point for the title since Thunder Rosa's been back. I know that. Did she
Yes,
also beat Deonna Purrazzo in a title match? I feel like she did.
she did. And now that weird case of they're trying to make Deonna a baby face, and it's like, why?
It feels weird to me when you have Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo that they're kind of off wrestling each other on Collision and not more in the main event picture of either title. I mean, both of them should be, but I guess they both lost to Tony Storm in her reign, so they've been involved in that regard. But like, I don't know. It feels like I don't know. It feels like they're been cooled down a lot, both of them, and they're both supremely talented. They should be red hot all the time. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean,
Well, I think we all assumed that after Deonna turned heel, they're going to do a triple threat match where it was going to be Timeless Tommy Storm with Thunder Rosa and Deonna, but I guess they just moved forward for whatever reason. And that kind of didn't suck because, like, you could at least done that before you moved on.
that was terrible, Ash.
Nah.
Oh, Jordan Grace with the suplex, I guess you want to call that?
Oh, wait. Yeah, inverted, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Jordan Grace is a freaking superhero right now.
Is that right?
Oh, daggone it.
I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. I wonder what TNA's wellness policy is like. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. I just wonder sometimes what TNA's wellness policy is like.
You're not the only one who wonders that, so you're not alone.
Ash's valet is holding Jordan's leg up. Who's coming down here in a black trench coat with the hood on?
NXT chick.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Kind of sent her over the pond a month or two ago. Just forgot what her name was, but yeah.
They just sent.
Ashley's announcer gone. Oh.
Rosemary is.
Oh, that's Rosemary. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like your makeup and your haircut, chick.
Yep, Rosemary chasing Ash's valet away after he got banned from ringside for getting involved.
No, you don't have to do this, Rosemary. He was already leaving.
Ash pulling Jordan Grace off of the. Jordan Grace is holding the second rope, and Ash had her legs and just yanked her until she let go, and Jordan landed on her back on the outside.
Man, that spot I would be very careful because as someone who landed on her tailbone, that is a pain no other. Like it hurts, and you don't know where it hurts, so you can't you. Right, what is Ashley trying to do? Okay.
Stomping on the. Oh, now she's pelvic thrusting into Jordan's face. Okay, then.
Wait, I'm not there yet. Oh, what the hell? Okay.
Right? Okay. You do you, but okay.
I feel like she saw Daniel Garcia doing. She's like, that looks neat. Let me
try. That's funny.
But he didn't grab
his Jordan face. Kicks out.
right. What else? What else y'all trying to do? What else y'all trying to do? All right. Elbows to the back of the head. Ah, Jordan got caught. Backstabber.
Like almost a bank statement kind of move for a minute.
Yeah.
Now she's got her sprawled out. Now she got the rear naked choke. After the rear naked choke, Jordan's trying to fight her way out. She's on her knees. I think I'm a minute ahead of you or so. Or not a minute, but a couple seconds ahead.
I know you lying, Dolores. Why the frick I be 40 minutes? I tell lifelong matches and don't tell me if you plan on being this long.
I mean, to be fair, it is a 6-way elimination match. So it's not just 6 men, but it's elimination. So each guy's got to be eliminated before there's a winner. So that takes some time. I mean, 40 minutes doesn't surprise me, honestly. When you think of 6 guys, 5 of them have to be eliminated, essentially. So.
Okay. In that sense, I get it. All right, cool.
And I like elimination matches. I like them a little bit better, I think, than just 6 men going at it and the first pin wins. That can be fun too because the excitement is increased because every pin is exciting, and at the same time, like, I like it when people get eliminated. I like the elimination concept.
Yeah, boo!
Jordan Grace with the muscle buster, basically, on Ash.
She did pretty well. That was a very nice looking muscle buster.
I will say I don't think it's been good offense, but they've given Ash by Dana some offense. I wouldn't say it's good, but they've allowed her to have some offense.
Even though I was playing defense on the PCO AJ Francis match, she's doing way better than AJ Francis and PCO. I will give her that.
That's true. This is true.
DDT? Okay.
Yeah, you were trying hard to defend it, and you weren't you weren't very successful just because it was hard to defend. So.
What I'm just saying is, y'all was putting too much mustard on it. The mustard did not need to be on the burger. Okay, let's experience the match for what it was. A PCO AJ Francis match. All right, both of them on the top rope. What are y'all gonna do?
Did you know that? I assume you do because you listen, so I'm sure you know. Have you ever seen SRS wrestle?
I've seen clips. I haven't seen a full match, but I have seen clips. Yes.
So he wrestled on Saturday. Was it Saturday night? No. Last night was Friday night. He wrestled on Thursday night at a GCW show, and they were showing clips on last night's GCW show. I didn't see the whole match yet, but it looked interesting. He took the loss, but it looked like he did a good job.
Like he's been so. If for people who don't know, SRS had been training. He went to wrestling school before he was a podcaster. So if nothing, he knows the baseline elements not to mess up.
Could a WWE talent help Ash?
They could, but I don't want that. I would rather have this match be over and someone challenge Jordan Grace than help Ashy. Cause Ashy shouldn't be a champion. I'm sorry.
I agree. I already think they've made her look. They've given her too much in this match. I feel like Jordan Grace should have probably already won. At the same time, you don't want to have a squash either. I get it. I mean, you want to at least, try to make it look competitive or be somewhat competitive. I mean,
daggone it, Jordan.
Right? Jordan Grace was pummeling blows to the back of Ash's head. Now she's picking her up. No, she went for that whatever that move Jordan Grace does. And Ash countered into a stunner, yeah.
Like a package Falcon Arrow, yeah.
Yeah, and then a Code Red or Canadian Destroyer. Now Ash up on the top, Swanton. Jordan gets her knees up. Yeah, like a packaged Falcon Arrow. Yeah. Oh, Jordan Grace has her up on her shoulders. Now she's down into that kind of scorpion deathlock position, but Ash counters out. Neck breaker from Ash.
DDT?
Jordan is
sorry,
down.
swinging neck breaker. My bad.
Yes, swinging neck breaker. Ash going up to the top rope again, or trying to make her way up. Jordan's up though. Interrupts her climb. Big right hand from Jordan. Now Ash is backwards, sitting on the top rope. Jordan's behind her. Looks like German suplex from the middle rope, or from the top rope time, but Ash is holding on to the ring post or the ring ropes. Jordan's trying to get her hands free, headbutt into the back of her head. Ash trying to fight out. Up. What's going on here? Ash has Jordan's head.
Sliced bread? Yeah.
Sliced bread.
All right. Yeah, she did a girl cover.
What is with the two idiots in pink doing the... Did you see them in the crowd there in the front row after Ash did that move?
I just saw them. I have no clue what that was.
Right? They're clearly there for Ash because they're clapping and supporting her. I mean, I don't know, like, if they're plants or if they're just fans. I mean, it's...
like, if I buy tickets for the front row, I'm doing something to make, like, you shouldn't have to do a lot because you're on the front row, but like, we're going to be seen. We're going to be noticeable.
Right.
All right, boost to the face, boost to the shoulder. Oh, twisted into
Jordan Grace, rear naked choke. Jordan Grace has it locked in. Ash is struggling. Is she going to tap out? Jordan has the hooks in. Ash counters. Rolls her up. Oh, 2 count. Jordan kicks out.
Let her go.
Oh, that was a missed spot there. I don't know if I call it a botch, but it was a missed spot.
It was a very slow count. But nothing egregious.
Oh, bad kicks. Holy smokes. Those kicks do not look good from Ash. Oh, package. Oh, she tried to go for that package Falcon Arrow again. Ash rolls her up 1, 2. Jordan kicks out. The pop-up back fist.
Back elbow.
Now Jordan's got her up and tried to get her up in the... Ash counters, rolls through. Jordan into a powerbomb. This looks pretty clunky at the moment. These back-to-back moves here doesn't look very good. Jordan up. There's that package Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, and 3. Jordan Grace with the win. That last little, like, 30 seconds to a minute looked a little clunky, I thought. The kind of the back and forth.
It was too much hair. It was too much hair just flailing about all over the place. It was.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked a little clunky. The exchange of moves, some of the counters didn't come off, I think, the way they were hoping it would. 2 votes, 100% for Jordan Grace. Yeah, I figured Jordan Grace was locked for this match. Ash takes L's again.
Really I mean, Ash was going to win?
Right? I definitely knew Ash was not going to win. I am a little surprised at how long they actually let this match go and how much offense they let Ash have. I think that she looked pretty good. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. They tried to let her look good in defeat. I think the match looked a little clunky in a few different spots. It definitely wasn't one of Jordan Grace's better matches, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Up next, we're getting Mustafa Ali versus Mike Bailey for the X Division Championship.
So how many matches are left?
2.
I asked because I'm like, oh, so there's no NXT influence on the women's Knockouts Championship. Oh, okay.
Well, other than former NXT, former WWE NXT star, but no, nobody came over.
All right, you got 2 more matches. Let's. Jordan Grace, you're the one who tweeted this. No spoilers, so you gotta get something that's worth spoiling.
So we got a co-main event situation. The X Division champion Mustafa Ali defending against Mike Bailey in Mike Bailey's hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Montreal.
And then we still have our TNA World 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship, in which Moose is defending against Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, Josh Alexander, Steve Macklin, and Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right, so if the reports
I
are
think
true,
Joe's going to win that match myself.
you do.
I have a feeling Ali wins here. I think Ali wins here. I feel bad for Mike Bailey because I feel like Mike Bailey is one of the better wrestlers on the planet, and a lot of times I feel like he doesn't always get the recognition I think he deserves. I mean, he's been X Division champion before, so it's not like he's never had the belt or anything. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to this match. If Dolores says if Speedball loses again, I riot.
Now that's appropriate sign. All right, so if what y'all say is true, we got one more hour. I'm gonna get some snackage. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. All right, Mike Bailey coming out here in his home city of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He made his wrestling debut in January of 2006, they said, in Quebec. And that's where he earned the nickname Speedball because of his style of wrestling. So, wow, 2006. Yeah, dude's been wrestling almost 20 years. Interesting. I've only become familiar with him in the last, 3 to 4 years. So it looks like they said that was his wife. My volume's down, so I can't hear. But there's a woman in the crowd that they keep flashing to. It's either his wife or a family member of some sort. Maybe if someone in the chat has their volume up, it can tell me who it is. Just because I'm nosy and want to know. Here comes our X Division champion. In Ali we trust. Mustafa. Say it again. Say it again. Mufasa. If you haven't seen, they're making a Mufasa movie. So a Mufasa origin story, which should be interesting. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize her because the stupid lights are so dim. And my vision's so bad, I couldn't recognize her. But it's Veda Scott, the brilliant and wonderful Veda Scott. I am a big Veda Scott fan. So as I was saying, they're making a Mufasa. There will be a Mufasa movie origin story from the Lion King universe. So I'm kind of interested in that. Mustafa in the pink and black. Both men in the ring. This is again for the X Division Championship. The ref showing the belt to both guys. The bell has officially rung as the ring announcer is going to make the ring announcements. One fall for the TNA X Division Championship. Ball, the crowd is very happy for Mike. All in support of Mike Bailey. As they should be at his home city here. The reigning and defending TNA X Division Champion, Mustafa Ali. This match should be really good on paper. My expectations are high for this X Division title match. Both men are super athletic. Both men are highly talented. This should be a barn burner or a banger. Bell rings again, so I guess that first bell was just, I don't know what it was, but the bell rings officially starting the match. Circling around, collar elbow tie up. Bailey backs Ali under the ropes. Ali's looking for a break. Bailey doesn't give him a clean break. Blue says Speedball Mike Bailey looks like he sells coke out of a yoga studio and loves it. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Huge kick from Mike Bailey to the chest of Mustafa Ali. Ali is down, trying to get to his feet now. Mike Bailey into the corner with a huge chop. Bailey putting it on Mustafa at the moment. Another huge chop in the corner. Mike Bailey taking out Mustafa's legs. Oh, Mike Bailey went for the kick. Mustafa caught it, punched the leg. Ali with the headlock. What's going on Collision?
So Collision's over.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's 2
Oh, that's
hours.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right. It ended 15 minutes ago.
Yep.
How was the show overall?
Overall, like I said, Collision, it really isn't a bad show. Like if you're home on a Saturday night, I don't know what else you would want to watch, honestly. So for me, and this was no different. It was a very decent show, worth the watch. There you go.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back and watch. Ali attacking. Ali hitting Mike Bailey in the back of the head. It looked like Mike Bailey was being distracted by Singh at ringside. Or his attention was drawn to Singh, and that's why he had his back to Ali.
Ali got some new. Ali get some new muscles.
Ali gets some new muscles.
Like, he looks more jacked than he was in WWE.
Yeah, no, I mean that's highly possible. That wouldn't surprise me.
Like now,
which is interesting, just because WWE prizes physique so much that you would think that like you would try to have your biggest physique there, but he does look bigger than he did in WWE.
I think it depends on what kind of wrestler you want to be.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like case in point, Ospreay. He's like, I don't want to be considered to be dude. I actually want to be a world heavyweight champion.
Oh, I meant to ask you, who won? The patriarchy or?
I wasn't watching, but CM said Blue Mother Lane, so that feels like that's your answer.
Right? It does kind of feel that way. At Blue, I was thinking more Mary Jane. More Mary Jane. I think in regard to maybe what Speedball sells out of his yoga studio. Maybe that was the comment I think she might be responding to. She thinks Mike Bailey's more likely to sell weed than cocaine.
I love her just the same.
CM says, "Boo that hussy."
Dad, going, she was that much of an influence.
Right? I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright.
Like, how's your
That
best
is a
performed
classic.
song?
That is a classic.
How's your best performed song about weed? Like, sir.
Ah. I don't know. I just know Tony Khan's eyes light up when Mike is around.
Interesting, because I don't ever, like, refresh me if I'm wrong. Has Bebo Mike Bailey ever been in AEW?
I think he wrestled a couple matches. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I've seen him there. There you go. Yeah, I feel like I've seen him wrestle a couple matches. It's weeder sex. That's funny. Ali has Mike Bailey in the corner, whipped him to the other corner, follows him in. Bailey gets his foot up, jumps up to the second rope. Ali grabs his foot, pulls him down, spins Bailey around, kicks him in the back. Now he's got Bailey on his back, kind of gory bomb position, as he stretches Bailey's arms down.
I think you're ahead of me. Now. Now that's the submission.
Mustafa hit him with that move. That was a nasty little move. I don't know what that's called, but
I'm almost there.
He gets him up in the gory bomb position, and then he puts his head under his arm, and then he like almost delivers a hybrid crossroads type move, like the way it finishes.
Up in the air crossroad.
Yeah.
Or like an inverted crossroads, or a on the back Sister Rabbit.
Yeah. Yep. Blue says, damn, never seen that before. Yeah. I've never seen it before either. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I've never seen anybody but Ali do it. I've seen Ali do it before. Ali went up the top rope at 450, missed it, rolled through though. Counters. Oh, he tried to come off with the back elbow. Bailey countered with the big kick to the thrust kick to the back, catching Ali in midair. Ali is down. Mike Bailey trying to make his way to his feet.
Oh, shoot!
Right?
Super kick in the freaking air. Now, here's the thing. Mike Bailey is the bomb. I support Mike Bailey. But Mustafa Ali is doing so well at TNA. I don't want it to stop just yet.
No, I mean, both these guys are deserving of winning. I mean, this is a tough one for me because Ali is really good. I'm happy to see that he's broken away from WWE and has been doing everything that I thought he could have been in WWE, but I guess I felt like they never allowed him to be. So I'm very happy to see that. And at the same time, I think Mike Bailey puts in a lot of work, is a very hardworking guy. And I think even though people know how good he is, I still feel like he's a little underrated. So I don't know. It's tough. I wish both of them could win. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't want either of them to lose. Like, this is one I wouldn't mind. I think they said 30-minute time limit. I wouldn't necessarily mind it being a draw. I mean, I don't necessarily need to have a draw, but it wouldn't bother me either, just because I don't want to see one guy lose. Honestly, ultimately Bailey would lose because he wouldn't get the title, but at least he wouldn't take the L for the match.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to happen, but I can't even remember the last time I saw a draw in TNA. But
oh shoot!
Both men up on the ropes in the corner. Both men on the top rope. Spanish fly. Oh my God! Bailey hit Mustafa with Spanish fly onto his whole security team. Bailey taking out Mustafa's security.
Why am I so far behind you? Wait, here. There it is. All right. Do you remember the Women's Survivor Series team in the panorama? And it was Liv and Bailey doing a suplex through the girls.
I don't remember the specific spot. No.
So they were on. Everybody was brawling outside, and Bailey it was Bailey and Liv doing a suplex move, and it felt like sliced bread, where no one caught nobody, and, and one of them bodies just hit the floor. I'm like, we just saw a Spanish fly, and they were how are they protected doing a Spanish fly, and y'all doing a simple freaking
right?
But what's I just oh my God, brain fart. I just said it. Suplex.
So, yeah.
And y'all did not catch these girls. I'm like, I'm so
right. Both men in the ring. Mike Bailey's mouthpiece is out for some reason. I'm not sure what.
I just saw. I think Ali just hit the crap out of him, and it flew out.
Okay.
But why are we scared?
Strikes in the middle of the ring right now.
What's
Bailey with like 5-strike combo?
What's up with Mike Bailey in his mouth guard? Why Ali look mad? Why are you scared?
That's what I was. 1, 2. Oh, it was almost over there. Ali with floats count. Oh, 1, 2. Ali tried to cheat. Wait till you see it.
Okay.
Ali tried to cheat to retain his title. To roll up and put his feet on the top rope. Try to get extra leverage while he had Mike Bailey stacked up. I'm sure you seen it now.
I see it now. You can't do the top rope, Mustafa. You gotta do the middle rope. They don't see you.
Gotta do the middle rope. Bailey with the huge top rope moonsault. That was pretty. On the Mustafa on the outside. You'll see that in a second.
Oh, that was great. And then Mustafa slid out. So like, yeah.
Mustafa back in the ring. Bailey up. Here we go. Ultimate Weapon time. Oh, Mustafa was standing. Mustafa got the knee up and hit Mike Bailey in the face. Now Mustafa has him up in the powerbomb position. Bailey's fighting his way out. Into the corner. Mustafa tucks Bailey's head between the turnbuckle or under the top turnbuckle like they like to do. Then drop kick. Mustafa has Bailey up on his shoulders. What the hell was that? He kind of dropped him in like an F5. It looked like he tried to get his knee up for a weird modified go to sleep, but it didn't look like it came off right. You'll have to tell me in a minute here. Mustafa will have Mike Bailey up on his shoulders. He swings him around, it basically throws him down on his back, but he looks like he tries to get his knee up to hit him in the head, but it never quite connects. It looked a little clunky there.
It looked like a lateral go to sleep. Like instead of going over the head, he hit it to the side.
But it looked like he totally missed with the knee. I do wonder what would have happened if Bailey had been able to go to the been able to go to WWE.
Not this. I love WWE, but I can admit when they would mishandle a wrestler, they would have mishandled Mike Bailey.
Oh, holy smokes! I totally read that wrong. Wow, I read that as Blyley, female Bailey, and I'm thinking to myself, what is she talking about? Bailey and WWE? Like, it went way over my head. Like, I totally saw female Bailey. I'm like, this comment makes no sense. I was like, CM is smarter than that. I'm missing something here. I have to read it. And then when you said Mike, I was like, okay, yeah, now it's spelled that way. Now I get it. That's 100% on me. Yeah, I don't know. I do wonder at the same time when I see people like Mustafa Ali who struggled a lot, and I'm not saying Bailey and Mustafa are the same person, but they have similar wrestling styles. So I could, WWE's never been big other than the black and gold era on what I would call having to have a stable or a big technical wrestling, a lot of technical wrestlers, and Mike Bailey is definitely that high flying technical guy. I don't know. I mean, I think he probably would have been fine, but I could see him getting looked over to, or, overlooked and spending a lot of time in catering.
Oh no!
She said, right? She says AL Dub's been in that Rascal Clubhouse. Oh, definitely. I am definitely stoned and smacked. So, and you got to take everything I'm saying, you got to take with a grain of salt at the moment. So, but yeah, no, Mike Bailey had the win, but then the ref called it and said that they were under the ropes, right?
No. So, Mike Bailey overextended the freaking cover, and Ali's shoe was on the rope.
Right, yeah. Ali's shoe was on the rope.
Oh, the ref is taking out. Oh, crap.
Now, there was a ref bump, no ref at the moment. And now Bailey, here comes all of Ali's henchmen or Secret Service guys. Because Ali's supposed to be like the president, right?
Yeah.
Hassan says, I like your t-shirt, Ruby. And then he says, hi there, CM. CM responding. Oh.
Going out.
They just blasted Mike Bailey. Singh just blasted Mike Bailey. Now they're putting Mike Bailey in the launch zone. Mustafa going up. Lots of shenanigans. Now the ref is down. There's the 450 splash, or 360 splash, I guess. 450. I'm not sure what they. I think it's a 1.5 rotation. Oh, they're going to set him up for a second one. Mustafa going up again. Here comes the second one. 2 in a row. That's all she wrote at the moment for Mike Bailey, but where is the ref? Oh, they're dragging the ref back in. The ref is 2 out to make it count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ref starts to count. 1, 2, and Mike Bailey's got to get that shoulder up. Oh, somebody pulled the ref out. Who pulled the ref out?
Shoot.
Hold on for 1 sec.
Trent 7! Let's go! Hey, Boo Mustache Mountain! Hey, Boo.
Trent 7 is in the house.
Hey, Boo. Hey,
I had to mute to hear what was going on. So Trent 7 was all covered up as a cameraman, it appears, and then he came out and unmasked himself, and now he's here to attack Ali, although now Ali's men got to him, and Ali's got a chair taking out Trent 7, but Trent 7 is in the house.
Don't do Trent like that.
Ali back in the ring, and my feed just went out. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on.
All right, I got it. So chair shot with a classic chair. That's that classic white chair.
Right?
All right. Oh. Yep, he hit speedball. Oh.
All right, back. Oh, here comes Earl Hebner. A new ref coming down.
Earl?
The ramp.
Come on, Earl.
Earl the Pearl coming out. Ancient Earl. God, Earl's got to be 75 or 80. God, I mean, Earl's been around forever.
Yeah, and he is walking slow. Well,
He is walking slow.
he's like, I'm not sure what y'all thought this was gonna be, but I am to do no little Rick run to the freaking ring and slide through.
Mustafa does not look happy to see Earl, but needless to say, Earl is here.
Well, what happened? What happened in that situation? What did you do to Earl, Ali?
Step through into the sharpshooter. Ali has the sharpshooter sunk in. Is Bailey going to tap out? It's in the middle of the ring. So Earl Hebner is not even looking at Mike Bailey.
So I feel like there's a story here,
right?
Yeah, that we didn't know. Oh, Earl looks so old. He's
Mustafa and Earl have obviously been having some sort of back and forth at some point because Earl does not want to referee for Mustafa like in a positive way. He doesn't want to.
But more so how he's asking Mike Bailey to submit is like, you gotta bend your knees. You gotta bend your
Earl's
knees.
down. Earl's down. Earl got hit by a chair on accident and he's down. Bailey into the sharpshooter on Ali in the middle of the ring. Now Earl Hebner's over there right in Ali's face, asking him, Ali taps out. Ali taps out. Bailey, new TNA X Division champion in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Oh, here we go. He said, Blue says they're recreating the Montreal screw job. Earl is Canadian. I mean, okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Let's go, Mike
Bailey! Dolores is extremely happy for Mike Bailey, as we all are at the moment. Nothing against Mustafa Ali. I like Mustafa too, but it's nice to see Mike Bailey get the win here.
Side note. So that was a real old person. That was an old person thing. Earl Hebner needed to get hit by the chair, but Mike Bailey kicked the chair out of his head, and I felt like Earl Hebner was scared, so he just went down.
He just went down, yeah. It was definitely an odd moment. It was one of those they probably wish they had caught on camera.
Or like, not this way. I'm almost retired. But great match. Really great match, man.
Yeah, that was a cool match. Like Blue says, that was a cool match. Very good match. Very good to see Mike Bailey get the win. Happy to see Mustafa Ali getting the push and the love he deserves because he's an amazing wrestler.
He is, though. Like, I know, and I totally agree. I totally agree that it's too many people coming to too many TNA people coming to NXT, and it should be a great balance. But if you wanted to bring Mike Bailey over to NXT, just one quick time, I'm not posting that. I'm not posting at all.
That'd be fun. Technically, Collision is over, and Anika did watch Collision. She said it was a very solid show. It was live tonight. Paco was asking if anyone was watching Collision. I think he said yawn. I think that was entitled for Slammiversary, maybe implying that he wasn't enjoying the show. Just fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But yeah, Anika did watch Collision tonight. She said it was a good show. So if you haven't checked it out, or if it's not on where you are yet, definitely check it out when it comes on. It sounds like it was a good show. So
yeah, like yarn. Oh, dude. Okay.
I feel like it was supposed to be a yawn, not yarn, but I could be wrong. I mean, if it's yarn, I don't know what yarn means. If it's yawn, I think he's implying that TNA maybe isn't doing it for him, which is fine. I mean, not everyone likes everything. So I'm not sure how, if you're a wrestling fan, you couldn't have enjoyed Ali versus Bailey, but teach their own. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like this has been the best show on the planet either. I mean, we've definitely had a couple matches that were questionable at best and maybe didn't even belong on the card at all. But
hey, Hey, yeah.
But hey, for the most part, it's been a decent show.
I've enjoyed it.
Hassan says AEW Collision is finished, so Adam Cole is already taping on me? Taping on me?
It's
Tapping on me.
okay.
Tapping on me?
I ain't gonna touch that.
I really like TNA's announce team. I do too. I was
It's
never a big
great.
Tom Phillips fan when he was in WWE, but I like him in TNA.
He's
Collision
doing
was definitely
okay.
good, minus the Sky Blue injury. Dolores says. I mean, not Dolores. CM. Sorry, I was reading Dolores's comment right below as I was looking at Dolores's comment as CM's comment was up. So, Dolores says poll is up. Oh, Laura says polls up. I got to turn into me for this.
Mhm.
For this final match, we are at the main event. It is your TNA World Championship match. It is a 6-way elimination match. Moose defends the title against Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, Josh Alexander, Steve Macklin, and Joe Hendry, who at this point if you don't put the belt on Joe Hendry, I don't really know what we're doing. Like, the dude
Mhm.
is TNA at the moment. Like, he is the biggest thing on TNA at the moment, and he needs to have the belt.
Totally agree. Yeah.
He doesn't need the belt to get over. He's already shown that he can be a star without the belt. TNA needs to put the belt on him.
Like
Moose is
why?
not
Yeah.
doing that belt any justice at this point. I mean,
Like why hasn't Joe Henry not been champion yet?
I just think he hasn't been around all that long, and I think he's just been moving up the ladder. He was the TNA digital media champion for a while. I mean, he's been in TNA. He's only been in TNA, 2 years now? I think this is like his second year or something. So,
Okay.
so he's fairly new. And I mean, you're not going to put the belt on somebody right away. I mean, you've had Josh Alexander around, you had Steve Macklin hovering around there. I mean, he had to pay some dues and show that he could get over. But now he's been over for a little bit. I mean, so now feels like the right time. He is red hot at the moment. I mean, in my opinion, there's nobody hotter in TNA at the moment than Joe Hendry. So I'm not saying he's the best wrestler in TNA. I just think he's the hottest wrestler going at the moment in TNA. So, yeah,
Y'all
like
should.
CM said, he just started getting over fairly recently. So,
Okay.
but I do think right now he's definitely the hottest of the guys in this match at the moment. And I think this is the time to put the belt on him. They need to get it off of Moose. No disrespect to Moose. He's just not doing that belt that he favors at this right now.
Mhm.
Although, honestly, the two people I want to see come out, well, I'd be okay with 3 people winning here. Joe Hendry I think, who's got to win. Nick Nemeth would be okay. I wouldn't
Mhm.
necessarily be opposed to that just because he's been doing a lot of good work since in TNA. And we know what you get when you get Dolph Nemeth or Nick Ziggler, whatever. So, and I love Josh Alexander, so I'm never going to be mad if Josh Alexander wins anything. I don't think that's going to happen here just because that's not how they've been booking this. But those 3, but it's got to be Joe Hendry. I mean, if it's not, I don't understand the booking.
Like you said, who else is Moose gonna face?
Oh, sure he can. Laura says Joe Hendry can't win and go over to NXT. Why? I think he could. I mean, other than the fact that you're taking TNA's world title to a WWE developmental show, which kind of shows probably what WWE thinks about the TNA title to begin with, and potentially, it could devalue the TNA title, I suppose, in some people's eyes a little bit. But I don't think. I mean, I don't think there's any problem with doing that. It's not like he's defecting to NXT. He's just, wrestling in both places at the moment. So he's still a TNA guy. I mean,
He's just having some fun. That's all.
right? Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get something to drink.
All right, cool. I haven't heard Joe Henry's whole theme song in a minute, so I'm just seeing the audience way back and forth. So I'm just Joe. That's what I assumed today. After to say his name and he appears. All right, next to the ring is Cass. My OG favorite. I will never not love Cat Kazarian. And this is the last match of TNA Sacrifice. Listen, all right, because this has been a great show. I'm not even gonna lie, it's been very fun, enjoyable Saturday night. But Jordan Grace promised me some surprises. Now we don't get no surprises. Jordan Grace, you a liar and your breath stink. And I ain't gonna believe that dang on thing you ever tweet out again in your life. All right, huh? You hear me? I'm just saying. And no surprises are coming. You better call HBK and red at somebody. Especially talking about this match gonna be 40 minutes. Sweet Jesus. Oh, the lights go out. Oh, okay. Here comes Josh Alexander. What? What? You know, Jordan Grace ain't right. Cause what you not gonna do is freaking what you call it? Rile me up about some surprises on TNA. Ain't nothing here, but basically, as she loses to to you, they ain't a surprise. Mike Bailey wins. It's nice, but well, warranted. Yeah, you. Who you talking about? PCO winning? That's a surprise, not in a good way. All right, next up to the ring. Steve Macklin. My phone is muted, so I'm just gonna do what I think their theme song should be, and he's looking like a metalhead, bruh. So I'm like
Are you talking about Steve Macklin's music?
yeah. I'm like, my phone's muted. He look a metalhead. That's the theme song. Steve Macklin.
See him say you ain't right.
Oh no, that's because I just pointed out that Jordan Grace got us all riled up about, if you don't like spoilers, come watch Sacrifice. I'm like, ain't nothing that's worth spoiling. So like, if someone don't come out this last match, I just simply said you're gonna be a liar and your breath stink. That's all I said. So somebody better come out this last match. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, why you have to add to the breast steak on top of it? Like, you kind of got a liar,
why you
but a
lying
breast
though?
steak on top.
Because you lying. So I don't trust the hygiene. I don't trust your moral compass. I don't trust nothing.
That's hysterical.
Some people actually might have bought $40 for this freaking pay-per-view. Ain't nobody came on this doggone show. That's surprising. I ain't gonna say not worth it. It's not surprising.
4 of the 5 men are in the ring so far. I was gone for a minute, and I figured I'd still make it back before the match started, but I'd hoped all the people would be in the ring by now. I thought I was gone long enough through the ring entrances, but I guess not. We still got a couple more to go.
Yeah. Moose has not made it in yet. Still, all faster than Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I'm like, it's been maybe less than 5 minutes, and all of them are already in the ring.
This is true. I am a little, I'm one of those people that pays attention to pay-per-view times and watches the clock. And if this is supposed to end at 8 o'clock, it's 7:47 on my time. It looks like they got 13 minutes roughly to have this elimination match. I assume it's got to go. It's got to go past 8 o'clock at this point. I mean, I don't think you can eliminate 5 guys and have a winner in 13 minutes. If you do, it's going to be a very fast match. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do that.
If that
What
happens,
the fuck is Moose wearing?
Hold up. What if you're ahead of me?
What in the fuck is going on here?
Okay. The rope is alright. It's the cowboy hat that's throwing us all off.
Wow. Holy smoke.
Like, you watched Rocky and you took it up a notch and said, no. Cowboy hat too.
Yeah, the cowboy hat. I mean, none of it's doing it for me, but the cowboy hat especially. Like, wow. And mostly because this isn't Moose. Like, Moose has never come out anything even remotely close to that. Dude, wears a black Speedo, and that's it most of the time. Or a white Speedo. It's like, he's usually so, bland in his ring attire that,
well,
Dolores. That's wrong. She said he Cowboy Moose, a.k.a. Beyonce. That's wrong. You can't do the Queen Bee like that. She said living in America. The shade is dark right now. Let's put it that way.
You didn't have to do Moose like that. Talk about you gonna do Beyonce like that. This ain't Texas. This ain't home. They'll call down.
That's too fucking funny.
For all I know, that could be his theme song. My phone's muted.
Let's put a lot on it this time, Moose. All right, all 6 guys are finally in the ring. We believe. Fans are chanting, we believe at the moment.
We believe. Who
was that? Was that Macklin or Kazarian that dove out?
Let's see here. It hasn't started yet for me, or no one has made a move yet.
I do remember that movie, and I do remember Terry Crews. And now that you mentioned it, I suppose it could have been that. I didn't get it at first, but yeah. He says it was an Idiocracy reference. That movie where Terry Crews is running for president. He was an ex-wrestler. He was. And he had an outfit very similar to that when he was running for president. So now that you said that, you're probably correct. But
what movie was this?
It's a movie called Idiocracy. It was it takes place in the future, and it's everything. Companies control everything, your news, ultimately they do, but your news channel starts to have ads everywhere on every corner, it's 90% ads as opposed to your actual news people, and it's just it's a satire on how much influence the media can have and businesses can have on consumer, companies can have on the public in general and the government and the way things roll. And if you let companies be in charge and ads roam free, what can happen? But yeah, it's a satire. It's not a documentary. It's not a real movie. And Terry Crews is in it, and he's running for president. And he has an outfit very similar to that, a very pro-USA outfit. You should check it out. You should look for it. I don't know what streaming site it's on. It's got to be somewhere. It's worth checking out.
Okay. So that was Kazarian that slipped out of the ring. Station to station. America. New Orleans, Detroit City, Dallas.
Blue says we need to watch it again. Everything that's happening in that movie is happening now. He says it is a documentary now. That's funny.
See, and to that I'll say no.
No.
like some people want to see stuff that compares to real life. I don't want that. Like all you crackheads that was watching Outbreak during the pandemic, y'all crazy. Y'all
Yeah, me too. I'm not doing that.
I'm like, why y'all want to watch this? We're living it. I don't need to know what's going to happen. We're just going to make it through.
Not only that, but like, it honestly, it drives me nuts how you have a pandemic like that, and then all of a sudden on all the streaming platforms, out comes every movie that has to do with the pandemic or a contagion, or it's like all of a sudden every single movie that has something to do with the outbreak is on and available and being advertised. So not only do people want to, but it's like you're forcing it down our throats on top of it. Like it's really like you're really gonna play off of a national tragedy, like or a global tragedy, like okay.
And again, like, I don't need to be scared to crap of more than I am already. So no, we gonna
right?
We're gonna be in the house watching Finding Nemo till all this blows over or settles down. That's what we're gonna be watching on our freaking streaming service.
Josh Alexander serving Truman suplexes. Steve Macklin at the moment. That was 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Go crazy, Josh. Let's go.
7. Are we going for 10? 8.
Let's go. You can do it.
9. We need one more.
Well,
10. 1 for the bridge. 1, 2. Macklin kicks out. We have not had an elimination yet that I'm aware of. I didn't notice anybody get eliminated. Dolores says the thoughts and opinions of Anika do not reflect Workhorse Wrestling Network. Thank you.
What I said that was wrong. Okay, you scare yourself to have to sleep.
Josh Alexander with the double German suplex.
Hamilton was a beautiful play. I loved watching during the panorama.
Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander looking at each other. Moose comes out of nowhere with a big kick to Josh Alexander. Now he's stomping Joe Hendry in the corner. He's got his foot on his throat.
Oh. Triple suplex. All right, okay.
Yeah, that was a nice move there.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on, Moose.
Right. There comes Moose out of the corner, out of nowhere with that big kick.
Let's have the stare time between Josh Alexander and Joe Hendry. Clap, clap.
Oh, Nick Nemeth in control now on Moose. Neck breaker, drop kick. Josh Alexander.
Ooh, caught it. Ooh, y'all with these headbutts, bruh.
Dolores says, Anika, you used the powder lever word, aka wide-eyed wrestling owner.
Oh, I said crackhead. I didn't even think I said crackhead. Okay, my bad.
Allegedly. I missed the allegedly. I heard you say it, but I missed the allegedly. I just was slow on getting there. And then the time passed, and I was like, I'm not gonna let it go.
When Anika, for the folks at home, when Anika used the word crackhead, she means emotionally. I'm sorry.
Emotionally.
I do not
She's
have
not
a wire.
implying that you are actually getting high.
I do not have a wire. I have no official information. If you use that book of sugar, smack, white girl.
Kaz with couple cutters, 3 cutters to everybody. Cutters.
Let's go.
Cutters for everyone. You get a cutter, and you get a cutter, and you get a cutter. Oh, Moose tried to come up off the top rope and flew into a cutter. Kazarian rolls him up, 1, 2. Oh, Moose kicks out.
What? I get Kaz is old, but let Kaz live. Let him win one more freaking title. Come on.
CF says, yeah, none of us know what an emotional crackhead is either, folks.
We have an intellectual guest though.
That's funny. Joe Hendry and Kaz in the ring together. Kaz has the chicken wing. Joe Hendry fighting out.
Oh shoot. Daggone it. That was an elbow, Joe. You gotta catch him on that one.
Oh, Joe with the walk away, with the Samoa Joe walk away. Dolores says, if you choose to smoke, where's my mouse? Come on, man. If you choose to smoke, sniff, or inject a white substance, that is your business as long as you like and subscribe, please.
And you don't steal our VCRs, but who has a VCR still in your house?
That's hysterical. Macklin with back-to-back tope suicidas. 1, 2. Joe Hendry, I missed who the first one landed on. Now he's in the ring. Josh Alexander's counters. Hits him with the falling slam. Now Josh Alexander up to the top rope, going for the moonsault, I think. But Macklin up, pushing his legs out from underneath him. And
all right. Okay, you just go spear people in the. Oh, that's what you get.
oh, spears Josh in the corner. Oh, there you go. I just saw it. Missed the spear in the corner.
See, this is what I'm talking about. When we have an emotional guest or what an emotional crackhead is, that's our guest. When you emotional, we are so hyped up that you go charge to a freaking ring post and spear someone in the corner. Did your mama love you enough? Did you get enough love at home?
Macklin with the follow-away slam to Kaz. Kaz back, and then Kaz and the trio woe in the corner.
Ooh.
Here comes Macklin with the spear attempt on Kaz. Spears Kaz in the corner. Macklin puts Kaz down. I think Kaz is going to be our first casualty here. Maybe not. Oh! Moose spears Macklin. Floats over. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow.
Steve Macklin is the first person eliminated in this 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship. Moose gets the first elimination, and Steve Macklin is the first guy eliminated.
You're
That leaves us. That leaves Moose, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, Josh Alexander, and Joe Hendry as your remaining 5 contestants. We have hit the 8 o'clock mark, and this match is not close to being over yet. So clearly, we are going over the 3-hour mark.
But you know what? Oddly enough, it hasn't like besides
it hasn't felt that long. I mean,
besides the PCO versus AJ Francis match, it's been a nice ride.
It definitely has.
All right. Oh, now Cass want to work with Moose.
Right. Cass saying let's work together to Moose. Moose is, I can't tell if Moose is having it or not. Moose shakes his hand out, shook his hand, and then pulled him in and gave him a choke slam insecurity hybrid combo move. I don't know what that is. A hybrid move.
All that good stuff.
Now Moose is stomping a mud hole in everybody, going from corner to corner.
Just front kicking people. Daggone it.
Right.
All right.
Moose standing tall at the moment. Your current TNA champion, defending here against 5 guys. Although Macklin's gone now, so technically he's only got 4 opponents left. But
5 guys.
5 guys. 5 guys.
All right. Little face off between Joe Henry. Power bomb. Oh, he did it.
But there are some high functioning ones who clean very well. You just have to have a camera around.
Wait. I'm not doing this with y'all.
And Dolores is talking about actual crackhead baseheads, people getting high.
The book sugar.
Anika uses crackhead as a term of endearment for people that do crazy stuff. Let's put it that way.
Emotionally. All right. Oh, shoot. Oh, see. Nope. Try to do something on the top rope, but Moose, when you fall, I'm not trying it again. It's over.
Oh, yeah. He sure did. He just fell, yeah. Totally slipped and botched that. Now the back up for the
it's like,
suplex.
Get me off.
He didn't go up to the top rope that time. He just stopped on the second rope. Fucking, I'm stopping on the second rope. Power bomb 1, 2. Josh Alexander kicks out.
Because we don't have time for this. We don't have time for people to fall on the floor and stuff. Oh, caught Kazarian. Come on, Kazarian. Ah, shoot.
Maz in the ring, going over the top rope. Tried to Hurricane Rana on Moose. Moose caught him. And then, the power slam. Kaz got power slammed onto the ring apron.
Daggone it, man.
The poll ended with 5 votes. This was the match that got our most votes. 60% went for Moose. And Josh in the field got 20%. Nick got 0%.
Understandable.
We're up to 178 subscribers. Thank you all very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Let's keep it going. Love to hit 200 soon and 2,000 eventually, or
you are
as many as we can get. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for joining us here at Workhorse Wrestling Network for tonight's watch-along of TNA Slammiversary. We know you got a lot of options, so we do really appreciate you being here with us.
Baby, don't you know that you appreciate it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Dear Mama, you are. That is one of the better Tupac songs. That might be. There's a couple songs out there that people have done over the years to their, to a mom or something. That might be the best ever. I mean.
Yeah.
Eminem did one, but it was a little different, right?
Right.
Like, his was a little negative, where Pac's was pretty positive for the most part.
Coffee, mama.
Right.
All right, so everybody just went on the ramp for whatever reason. Ain't nobody want to go back to the
everyone's fighting on the ramp right now. Josh Alexander looks like he's going to try to give Moose a DDT on the ramp. Moose is countering. Back body drop. Drops Josh Alexander on the ramp.
Oh, somebody's going over that ramp.
Moose is the only one standing. Moose is going to send somebody off. He's going to throw somebody off the ramp here. Who is that? Is that Joe Hendry? Yep.
That's Joe Henry, not Joe Henry.
Joe Hendry counters. Now he's going to try to send Moose off. Moose counters. Oh, huge chop. Joe Hendry just fell down after being chopped.
Like,
now, Kaz is now the only one up. He's got Nick Nemeth right here in the dead-eye position. He's going to do the fade to black off the... Oh, nope. Dolph tried to super kick him. Kaz countered. Nick Nemeth is right on the edge. He's about to fall off the ramp. Oh, he's doing everything he can. Oh, Kaz tried to follow in. Nick moved. Kaz was there now. Kaz has him up again. Oh, he's going to try that fade to black again. Oh, super kick. Super kick, and Kaz goes off the ring ramp through the table.
Why they have to be Kaz?
Right? That was a lot of back and forth.
Why couldn't it have been Moose? Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Thank you, Moose. Bring someone to the ring.
Right? Everyone's got to get back to the ring. I think the pinfall has to be in the ring. Maybe not. I mean, maybe because it's a multi-man match, maybe you can eliminate people by pinfall or submission outside the ring. But I have a feeling the pins have to be in the ring.
Yeah, because you would think the ref was gonna the ref's like, nope. I'm
Right?
just sit on these ring
I'll
posts.
just stay right here in the ring. Y'all got to come back to me.
Yeah, drag your behinds back.
Moose just dropped Joe Hendry and somebody else in the ring. Oh, Josh Alexander. Now he's going after Josh Alexander. Josh fighting back.
Oh shoot!
Oh, up and down. Moose got Josh up and down, and the choke slam. Essentially, that choke slam, Uranagi type move. He did it both to Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander. Both men are down in the middle of the ring. Moose is standing over both of them. We know that Kaz is out after going through the table. I was just wondering where Joe Hendry is, and now there he is. Joe Hendry's on the ring apron, climbing into the ring very slowly behind Moose. Moose hasn't noticed him yet.
They're like Freddy Krueger. Oh.
Here we go, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry hits Moose with the cutter. 1, 2. Oh, Moose kicks out at just barely 3 or 2.5.
I just
before the 3 count. Josh Alexander runs over, tries to grab Joe Hendry, take advantage. Joe Hendry counters. Hendry has Josh Alexander up. The follow-away slam. Hendry getting the kip up. Josh Alexander's by the ropes. Nick Nemeth up. Nick off the ropes. Crossbody. Joe catches him. Joe Hendry's going to hit the follow-away slam on Nick Nemeth here. There it is. And a kip up. Moose in the corner. Nemeth outside the ring. Alexander under the ropes. He goes in the corner with the forearm to Moose. Now he's got Moose up. He's going to hit the follow-away slam on Moose, too. Got him up and over. And the kip up. Joe Hendry standing tall.
Follow-away slam? Oh, Lord. Oh.
Follow-away slams for everyone.
But now with a Moose with a kick up, it's like, sir, you're too big.
Oh! Just wait. Now Moose did kip up. Yep. Joe Hendry waited too long. Moose with the kip up. The pump kick to Joe Hendry. Then the spear to Josh Alexander. The spear to Nick Nemeth. Now Moose is in control again. Lots of back and forth action in this match. And only 1 elimination so far. So
does Steve Macklin have to be somewhere? Because he's like, you know what? I gotta catch your red eye. I know you need a 6th person. So just eliminate me first.
Moose misses. Joe Hendry rolled him up for a 2 count. Joe Hendry tried to get the backslide. Moose countered. Moose has Hendry up. Hurricane Rana counter from Hendry. Moose no sells. Pump kick to Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry no sells. Clothesline turn to Moose inside out. Joe Hendry's getting hyped up. He looks like he's going to hit Moose with the finisher.
Oh, shoot.
He's stalking Moose. Tried to choke slam him. Here goes the Hendry slam. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Moose has been eliminated. We will have a new champion tonight. Moose has officially been eliminated. The 2nd man eliminated from this match. Okay. Moose will not be champion after this match. We will have a new TNA champion crowned tonight. So Joe Hendry eliminating Moose. We're now down to Joe Hendry, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, and Josh Alexander. Although Frankie Kazarian, Kaz was put through a table off the ramp up there, and I don't think we've seen him since. So he'll be back at some point. But right now we have Joe Hendry and Josh Alexander in the ring. Nick Nemeth is on the outside, and Kaz is back up, still laying in the remnants of that table, I think.
We will rock. Oh, that one he was doing.
Yep,
I
sure
heard
was.
you stump clap.
Yep. I believe in Joe Hendry. Tried to get Josh Alexander up the slam. Alexander with the low blow, the kick to the nuts. Holy shit. That's not a Josh Alexander move. Josh Alexander's a heel. Now he's got him up. Oh, the pile driver. Alexander floats over. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess Joe Hendry will not be your new TNA World Champion, as Josh Alexander just, I don't want to say turned heel, but kicking the dude in the nuts is a heel move. I mean, and Josh has been a babyface, so that's very out of character. And now he's mounted him, and it looks like he's going to
It's
beat
weird.
him up after pinning him.
What
So Joe Hendry's been
you?
eliminated. All right, we're down to Kaz, Nick Nemeth, and Josh Alexander. Interesting. Wow.
And really, my feet went out. Really? Are you serious right now? Come on, bruh.
Wow. Mine too, actually. Come on.
Come on.
Laura
right,
says, I told you. Blue says, no. I am not back yet. Come on.
Oh, come on. Okay. All right, so. All right, it's buffering. It's buffer. Come on. Don't do this to me. We're so close to the
finish. You piece of doo-doo. Come on.
Come on, bro. Come on. Work for mama.
Right. Dolores says NXT has heavy interest in Joe, so she says she was telling you that Joe wasn't going to win because he's being heavily courted by WWE at the moment. So.
Oh, so TNA is being stooges. That's what you're telling me.
This is gonna piss me off.
Cause we're so freaking close. Why would you do this before the matches?
Come on. I can't get nothing right now. By the time I get it back up, it's gonna be over. I apologize for all the viewers. Both of our feeds have gone out at the moment. So.
All right, I'm back. As of right now, Nick Nemeth jumped on Josh Alexander's back. He brushed him off. He has Nick Nemeth up.
CM says WWE trying to wreck the British indie scene again. I got Nick Nemeth just rolled Josh Alexander up. Josh kicked out. I got Nick on his back trying to hit him with that zigzag. Josh held onto the ropes.
Yep.
Josh sends Nick into the ropes. Big clothesline. Josh has Nick up on his back. Whatever that was, kind of a weird F5 spinny. I don't know what that was. Helicopter toss.
Almost like a blue thunder bomb, like something. Yeah.
For a 2 count.
Whew. Boo! Boo you! Boo!
I guess Josh, that's an official heel turn for Josh. I mean, and now he's talking shit to the crowd. So Josh Alexander, I guess, has made an official heel turn. Interesting. Is that the big Jordan Grace surprise? Josh Alexander turning heel?
I don't know. Is it worth me tuning in? I don't know.
Was Trent Seven the big surprise?
It was cool. Anything that's not WWE superstar or NXT superstar coming over here is not a big enough surprise.
Yeah. Nick got Josh in the corner with some headbutts, or some headbutts in the midsection. Now Nick with the splash in the corner. Went for a second one. Josh caught him. Dropped Nick on the top rope. Did Kaz get eliminated too? Well, we were off buffering and didn't have a feed. Are we down to these two? Is this the final 2?
I don't think so. I think he's still in that power up on the rim.
All right. So we think the Kaz is still around. We think there's still 3 guys left in this match, but right now it's just Josh and Nick going at it in the middle of the ring. Josh has Nick's arm and like an arm bar that he's throwing on. Nick got his way out. Got beat in front of his family. You all want this.
All right. I thought Nick was crawling towards Josh Alexander. Now he just rolled around like a crazy person. Like, where am I? Turn on the light.
Dolores said he got beat in front of his family and y'all wasn't mad. My boy said, F it, let's go heel.
See, sir, no one said that. Only Dolores did.
Only Dolores did.
Oh, shoot.
Both men are down at the moment. The camera's panning out to the crowd. I'm not sure what we're looking for there, but Nick's in one corner, Josh is in the other corner. Both men trying to get to their feet. Josh charges in. Nick charges in. They both meet in the middle of the ring, changing rights and lefts. Josh picks Nick up, puts him in the corner. Josh tries to get him in that double underhook position for the pile driver. Nick counters out. Josh picks him with the forearm to the back of the head. Josh had him up for a second. Nick countered. Oh, Glasgow kiss by Nick Nemeth. Then the sweet chin music floats in 1, 2, 3. Nick Nemeth pins Josh Alexander.
What are we doing?
Josh Alexander has been eliminated. So I believe Nick Nemeth and Kaz. Here's Kaz. Kaz is back. Kaz has taken fade to black on Nick Nemeth. 1, 2. Nick kicks out. It looked like Kaz was about to be new champion.
And Pump, you're a Pump.
I can't imagine they're going to do that. Nick has to win at this point. I mean, doesn't have to, but now with Nick and Kaz being the last 2, I imagine Nick gets the win here, especially after kicking out right there from the fade to black. There's no reason for Kaz to need that belt. Nick is new to the company and here doing really good work recently, and he deserves to get this win here. He's earned this win here. Let's put it that way. Kaz has him in a rear naked choke. Nick trying not to tap out. Nick rolls him over. 1, 2. Had him set up for the pin. Kaz got out. Nick went up for super kick. Falls on top of him. 1, 2. Kaz kicks out in 2 and 2.99. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
Now I'll say this: if Dolph Ziggler ventured out before this was probably one of the matches I would have been excited to see him with. Dolph Ziggler Kaz like 5 years ago. Yes.
Yeah, even 10 years ago. Yeah, anywhere from 5 to 10 years ago. Yeah, it would have been a dream matchup. Anyways, 1, Kaz has him stacked up. Dolph kicks out, or Nick kicks out. Nick tries to go for the kick to the midsection. Kaz with the code breaker, the back breaker. Nick with the super kick on the no sound. Zigzag. Ooh, he hit him with the zigzag clean. Floats over. Nick Nemeth, 1, 2, and 3. And your new TNA World Champion, Nick Ziggler. Dolph Nemeth, your boy, Nick Nemeth.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Wow.
That was fun and exciting.
It was. I don't hate it though.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I mean, I wanted Joe Hendry to win, but I'm not upset that Nick won.
Not even a little bit.
Not good for him. I mean, he had a very good WWE career for what he was. He had a very good WWE career. He won a lot of titles. So this isn't necessarily like, well, he got away from WWE and he's finally getting his price. He had a very good career with WWE. It's still nice to see him get away and still be recognized, though, for how good he is.
Yeah. There's Nick's brother.
Yep. There's Ryan Nemeth in the ring. They're hugging.
Stop
Everyone's
headbutting
saying,
yourself.
Dolores says it's over. Nick, congrats. Blue says, I'll take this. Nice job, Nick. Nick is the only wrestler where I like the wrestler, not the man. Yep.
Huh?
In other words, normally when she doesn't like the person, she doesn't like the wrestler. But Nick is one of the guys where she doesn't really care for him as a guy, but she enjoys him as a wrestler. I mean, I don't really know enough about him to know anything bad per se about him, so I don't, because I don't really pay enough attention to that backstage stuff. But I trust Dolores and CM. If one of them says that he's done something questionable, he probably has. And if they question, they don't like the kind of person he is, there's probably something there. So,
Yeah. And
Hassan
it's not that
said
stupid.
wrestling. Yep, it was good.
It was. Okay.
So Nick is celebrating in the ring. There's a whole bunch of people out here to help him celebrate. Jordan Grace is out here. There's all a ring full of people. There was somebody watching from the ramp that didn't look happy. I don't know.
It was
that
Kaz.
Kaz or Joe Hendry? Okay, it was Kaz. Okay. Hassan says next up is Blood and Guts coming up on Wednesday for Diner for AEW. Yep. CM says, yeah, he's on that FM train. First wrestler I blocked. So there you go. Again, I don't know the specifics, but if they say yeah, then I follow their lead because they know all that stuff, and we tend to be on the. Oh, there you go. That's all you need to know. Dolores just put it in plain words. Nick is a contributor on Fox. That's all you need to know.
There we go.
Right then.
Thank you.
So.
But wrestler Nick Nemeth, congratulations.
Wrestler Nick Nemeth, congratulations. All right, that brings us to the end of TNA. It's been a long show, so I'll do a little house cleaning and then we'll get out of here. Put the little horsey up. For a minute, this is the QR horsey code. Scan that code with your phone camera or your camera on your phone, and it will take you to Linktree, and that will take you. Linktree has all of our social media sites on there, everywhere you can engage with us. Make sure you give us a follow on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you're not yet. Like this video specifically. Hit the bell to be notified. On YouTube, so you'll be notified every time something comes out on YouTube. And what was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say. I'll give you the rundown of the schedule real quick. Join us tomorrow for Enter the Square Circle. Myself and Sammy Joe playing WWE 2K24. Tomorrow's episode is the Great ALW Bash. It is a 3-card mini pay-per-view. And so tune in and enjoy that. 3 title matches. It should be fun. Then please join in Monday for Seeing Stars with Jay News and Dolores, where they talk about everything that's going on in the world of independent wrestling, put a spotlight on all the up-and-coming stars you need to be paying attention to. Tuesday, we'll be here for the Cookout, live 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. And then we will be gone for the rest of next week. Normally, we're here on Friday nights for Friday Night Fights, where Nika and Sammy Joe watch SmackDown and Rampage live. And then we're usually here now for the Winner's Circle Saturday morning, where we review Raw, NXT, and Dynamite. And then Saturday night, Collision is on hold until September 1st. But that's normally in the mix. This weekend, however, coming up this specific week, the 27th on, we will not have a show this Friday night from Friday Night Fights, and we won't be here on Saturday just due to life. We're going to take the weekend off, but we will be back with Seeing Stars on the following Monday. Let me look here at the calendar. That is the 29th, Monday, July 29th. Seeing Stars will be back, and then the Cookout will be back on Tuesday. And then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming, which obviously includes Friday Night Fights and the Winner's Circle on Saturday morning. So make sure, and the best thing to do is to hit the bell on YouTube to be notified every time we drop something or every time we're about to go live, so you can make sure to be here for all of those. Let's see. Dolores says, see you in all the week. Don't forget Dolores and J News on Monday. Eric, I don't know if he's trolling or not, but he says 10 best TNA show ever. I don't know about that. It wasn't a bad show, but I don't know if it was a 10 or best TNA show ever. Over the years, TNA's had a lot of good shows. The TNA roster for me is a little down at the moment compared to how it's been at other moments. At the same time, it's also not the worst it's ever been. So
Yes.
there have been times in its iteration where TNA has had a worse roster, and there's been times when it's had really a much better roster. So it's kind of in between right now. It's hot and cold. It's hit or miss at times. I thought this was probably about a 7.5, maybe an 8. The main event might have pushed it to an 8, but
Yeah.
I feel comfortable somewhere around a 7.5, honestly. So yeah, it was a solid C for me. I thought overall it was pretty good. PCO and whatchamacallit was definitely the AJ Francis was definitely the worst match of the night. So again, unless you got anything else to say, we'll say peace and get up out of here.
Yeah, I agree with CM. No Bischoff or Hogan, so it was a good TNA.
That's right. On that note, no Bischoff or Hogan, so no TNA or no. So it makes a good night. So until next time, peace.
Bye.